Friends.
Mic on. Hello.
Hey.
Hola.
I'm muted. Hello!
We had so much time.
I'm setting up on this side of my little wooden wall here.
It's only been 105 episodes.
That's it. We're on a 6?
We'll go down.
We went live with 105, so we'll change it later.
Would you like a ultimate?
Don't.
Kid?
Hi, everyone.
I'm not here to know.
Stop it. Hey. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of 20 to 1. We are back. With delays and scheduling issues, because that's who we are as people. Before we jump into today's session, we have a quick announcement. We're going to be having another schedule change. Yay! Adulting sucks, and work schedules suck even more. So we are going to be switching back to our Sunday sessions, either starting next week or the week after. So we might be canceled, we might not be going live at all, be canceled, or we're going to be streaming on Sunday. So keep an eye out on your Twitch notifications. And we'll be playing on Sundays from 4 to 7 Pacific time. So I think it's closer to our original time. We'll get this down eventually. We're only 105 or 6 episodes in at this point. Other than that, I think we're ready to jump in.
I think it's 6. She said 105 or 6. I think we're 6 episodes in.
I just work here, man.
Jeez. Now Kith.
So, last we left off, the Starlight Battalion made their way over to Centrum to evaluate the battles and the war that was going on there. When they arrived, they ended up in a trap that was set up by Master Puck, the right hand of the Fae Court and to Queen Titania. They were able to rather easily convince them to speak with Titania and find out the situation. Apparently the Fae were rather desperate and were very receptive to an alliance and a change of scenery, mainly due to your previous warning to the Archqueen about the attack against Ravania that was coming for the bow. Made contact with the Fae Court and then got in contact with Damien in order to talk about the resistance and try to establish some sort of connection. You met him underneath the bridge, and he brought you into where that rebellion movement's base was, where you saw the other denizens of the city, mainly the mortal and more apparition side of the monster manual. And as you were having a conversation with the warden, one of the leads, the heads of the Dai, the room was quickly enveloped in shadow.
Oh, that's right.
And you all lost visual.
That's right. That's why I couldn't remember. I was like, what
That's
monster?
why we had to clear the board. Forgot about
What
that.
happened?
It got enveloped in
died?
darkness.
No, the room, as you were talking to the Dai, as the warden was saying that so far they hadn't been found yet, but it was only a matter of time,
Oh.
the room dropped into
right.
You
shadow.
gotta stop saying that shit. It's just a trigger every time.
Just staring at the door. We haven't been found yet.
Right.
Just a gun walks through. Literally nothing else.
So,
Oh god.
with that, I need everyone to roll for
It is
initiative.
flicking.
And it's a magical weapon.
We haven't battled in a while.
You have not.
We haven't battled in a
month?
while.
Oh,
Longer.
it's
Yeah.
way longer. When's the last time we had combat?
I think the only person
So
that's
I think the
long.
Lich.
casted a spell in a month, I think,
Was it
is
the
Apollo.
Lich?
I think so.
Like a while
I think we were on the
ago.
boat.
But it's great. I love roleplay. I'm just, happy to have combat.
Kill.
And Ava comes in with shit initiative yet again.
Yay!
Also, I know it has been a long time since we rolled combat because my dice are dusty as fuck. All right.
High level campaign. The room goes dark. You see 4 goblins appear.
Just what the fuck? No. All right.
One dude.
Just one guy.
Okay.
But he does taxes.
An arch
Oh, fuck.
goblin.
Kill him!
Arch
Was it?
goblin.
He's got a fat ass.
That goblin do be arching it.
Wow, it is so
He has
dusty.
that
Oh,
Norwegian
God.
back arch. I need a clip with you.
Show them what manga you want to get.
What's the manga? you
I
want?
can't say it on stream.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What?
Oh lord.
God.
So why do you want that?
Not because of the content necessarily, but because of the name.
No, the content's pretty sus as well.
I mean, if the name is the problem, I think the content is probably.
Dog.
Oh yeah, okay.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Say no more.
Say no more, he said.
Said dog.
I introduced Andrew to it earlier.
Surprised you didn't know about that.
That's what I said.
Seems right up your lane there, bud.
I love that everyone's smacking, eating. Yeah, shovel that rice into your mouth, Kobe.
I'm trying.
All right. Can I? How much dust
Are
is
we
on my
fighting
pen?
a spider? Oh. Is that not a
Alright.
spider? What is it?
Well, maybe. You know, we
No,
were here every week.
the boat's been here for like 3 months.
I think that was the last time we fought something.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
the boat's been here for half a year.
All right. Can
Same here.
everyone please arrange yourselves on the board?
50 episodes.
I don't know where my mini is.
I only have everybody but you.
I found
Well,
it.
Well,
Oh, it's with his dad. That's right.
Is that that-
Oh, because that's what you do.
is that that
You
Glenn
died.
Powell movie? Anyone but you? No? Just me?
yeah.
You know, one day I'll be granted the sweet solace of death.
It's a pretty low tier rom com that came out last year
Low tier.
with
Damn.
Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell.
No.
Cindy Sweeney. Oh, I
The human version of a capybara.
Interesting.
'Kay.
All right. For the sake of this combat,
What is it?
other
Capybara.
NPCs in this room will be participating in their own battles. You will have the focus of what is going on. Can you please? So
Alu is still focusing on hiding.
yes. Well, she's and
Is
keeping up your
there-
guys's.
May I bother Andrew? Is there
I'm
any
already
way
fucking
for there
doing
to
it.
be an overhead camera?
I'm already.
He's working on
fucking
it.
doing
All right. Can you
I
guys
love
please
you.
arrange yourselves?
We're just in somewhere.
Can you guys please arrange yourself on the map a little bit?
I'm like that, laying on the
I'm
ground.
sure I cannot reach. Can someone please arrange the
Chris.
things?
What do you want me?
I'm
Chris.
crippled.
Just put me in the most strategic place.
Right in the middle.
Oh! You threw Ava!
She jumped.
He jumped.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped!
Yeah, Apollo is over here.
I feel like Apollo's over there.
You
too.
know, you're probably just gonna want to use Discord. Let's see.
Discord? I don't mind Discord. By the way, I think we are also all heroes feasted.
You are.
True.
Facts.
So everyone should be having extra 14 max HP, wisdom saves with advantage, resistant to poison, immunity to frighten and poison.
Do you want to control the center?
Probably not be in the center so I don't get AoE'd.
Facts. Putting it right there.
Also known as Oweed.
Owie.
That's nice.
Oh.
I don't want to be owied.
Don't owie me.
Don't owie me.
So is that a table next to us?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
kind of spell is that? It's an owie spell.
It's an owie spell. It's owie.
It's a sowie owie.
Yeah. We go. No.
Did Amanda take our initiative yet?
No, not yet.
No.
Take my damn initiative.
Take my damn initiative.
Respect mine.
Respect my initiative.
Wow, you really take the initiative.
All right.
Oh, there's a go-getter.
It's not initiative.
Anyone have 20 plus?
Yes. 23.
23,
Well,
23 for
What's your
Apollo?
amazing?
19 plus 5?
Oh.
4.
Bag, start to raise your hand. Is that an indication?
Yes.
Would you
19.
19 for
I also
Vargas.
got a 19.
And a 19 for you. Who's going first
You
between
go
two of you?
Okay.
Father leads the way.
To be fair, I never stop raging. That is part of the thing now.
You're just angry all the time.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you can't like. Easy
All right.
fire.
Cannot stop it.
20 to 15.
16.
16?
Yeah.
I don't know. Remember, everyone, if it's Ravanya, we leave.
Just say, oops, wrong room. All right. Ava, what'd you roll?
6.
6. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm just bringing up the rear, you guys. Just, helping
Good.
out.
So,
Ready to catch
As
some
you're-
thieves.
having this conversation, and the room suddenly falls into darkness, you start to hear movement, screams, cries of alarm, and a strange sound you can't quite place, but immediately you go up in high alert.
I'm gonna hit him with my hand crossbow.
Which actually you don't know.
Keep that one.
How far is your line sense?
10 feet.
10 feet. Alright. As of now, you hear movement. However, you are not able to see anything, as none of you guys can see in magically created darkness. And I dropped my fucking d6. Damn it. Alright. So, as of now, you are currently in a magical darkness, but you do not see any enemies. Apollo, it is your turn.
This is crazy. I can't see anything.
Oh, someone didn't pay their
Actually, I
bills.
need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn.
I feel like I have
With advantage because of your hero's feast.
That's right.
and I have a nope, not within 10 feet of you.
No.
What am I doing? Wisdom?
Also, my Cosmic Omen is a plus D6. Just
Do you need visual on that?
12.
Let's go.
Millie Rock.
Go!
Millie Rock.
Can I Millie Rock right now? Natural
Yeah.
20.
You may.
Natural 20?
See.
Objection, that was a name.
Life.
Alright.
Death penalty, actually.
So, because you succeed, you're going to take half damage.
Person.
You take 20 points of psychic damage.
I'm about the synaptic static, whoever's in this fucking
As
room.
you
No.
start to get your bearings and take your turn, you hear this.
Someone else has gotta be in the room.
You can't tell if it's screaming or music. But it's your turn.
I take 20.
Yep.
Damn. Your Honor? Nuh-uh.
No.
Judge, they want my 10th HP.
Judge, the defendant is him.
Hey,
From Powerpuff Girls?
remember, it's max HP. It's healable.
No, my
You
10th
can get it
HP
back.
because I
Oh,
inspiringly.
Inspire. Yeah.
Do we have 10 HP?
Oh,
Yes.
right.
You have
Yeah,
max
23.
HP from Hero's Feast, and you have 23 10th HP from Inspiring Leader.
23 10.
No.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if you were here for that.
I was not.
No. Well, I can't really do anything because I can't really see who's attacking me, so this kind of sucks.
Oof.
Does dispel magic.
Depends on the type of darkness.
Advanced darkness. Let the tongue hold this one from.
Is Crown of Stars light? Does that emit through magical darkness?
It would say it's with
Certainly try.
I don't think it does.
Does your
I-
magical light beat this magical
I
darkness?
think daylight.
It's an
is.
8th level spell, and it's not gonna outshine. If you have 4 more lights motes remaining, they shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30
I mean, do you
feet.
have dispel magic?
No.
Yes, I'm reading it up. Crown of Stars will
It just sheds light. It doesn't say anything about any magical
dispel
light.
dark,
But not magical darkness, I don't think.
but it says it shows through even magical darkness when I look at Reddit and stuff.
Oh, we can see Apollo then. But I don't know if it sheds it. Right?
Well, it's a 30-foot radius, so. Alright, fuck it. I'll just cast Crown of Stars.
Oh, look, there's Apollo.
He's glowing. Alright, DM, what does it do?
Alright.
He do be grinding the stars, though.
I'm up here gooning my crowns.
Good for them.
Can we see through this darkness? If we have dark vision?
It's magical darkness.
What level is Crown Stars?
8th.
For a moment, nothing happens. You feel your light
Shit.
begin. However, after a moment,
Oh,
it
it's 7th.
pushes through. It's 7th?
But I cast it at 8.
You casted 8th.
I already marked my 8th level off, so fuck it. Yeah, we ball.
Alright, sure.
Yeah.
As you start to cast with 7th, nothing happens. As you up the power, it's able to break through this darkness. And
What the fuck?
7th level.
Is this a maddening darkness or something like that?
let me see,
Generally,
what's
it's 7th
the
That 8th level darkness supposed to make people go crazy.
Oh, I remember that because they all couldn't cast higher than the spell.
30 foot radius? So actually, you would light up most of this room. As your crown of stars,
Lighted.
Light 'em up,
Where
light
are
'em
you?
up,
So you can see
I'm on
much.
fire!
actually, that would light up basically the whole room. All right, awesome. I'm gonna come around the table with you guys. That's concentration, right?
Good job, Apollo!
Apollo! I'm sorry
Apollo!
for concentration. It just happens.
Wow.
Oh!
As your light expands, whoa!
Light is bad.
The dog was here. I was not expecting her. Huh?
Father, can
As
Just got me that one. Shit. Oh, it took me out. Fuck.
Be gone, child.
Like, give me the fuck
Why are you
out
staring at me,
before I
son? Alright.
this does not dispel the darkness effect. So the other, based on the wording, the other effects will still occur, but you're now able to see. What you see is almost like a filter, like a mist machine that is now making it so you cannot. Your vision is blocked. You still see through it now, but you see wisps that are passing in front of your face. They look like spectral, almost like ghosts, but more twisted and warped than they should be.
What the
And
fuck?
what you see on the edges of the room are 4. The best way you can describe them are shades. They don't look quite like solid people, but almost an imagination of what a person should be, but more solid than an actual shadow. You're not quite sure what to make of this. So that's your bonus action, right? To cast Crown of Stars.
No, that's my action.
It's your action. Okay, you guys at least now have visual, but the spell is still in effect.
My bonus action. I inspire you.
Aww. You did good on League of Legends.
Don't fuck it up.
The nicest thing he's ever said to you.
It is.
It is.
I'm a little hard right now.
But aren't you soft?
That's why it's
There's
weird.
a table in the middle of the room.
Yes.
Apollo hides under the table.
You go under the table.
Uh-huh.
All right, very cool.
I
So your
sit
turn.
there, crisscross applesauce, and let the crown emit light.
All right. That brings us to Vagus. Vagus, at the start of your turn, you make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
And a +5, because you're next to you.
Okay. A lot.
A lot.
A lot. It's gonna be a 28.
28. Okay, that exceeds. You're gonna take 12 points of psychic damage.
Cringe.
As you can see, as one of these wispy things are flying around, just scream into your head, and it's a horrible thing to see. But for some reason, it sounds like music. You're not quite sure what to make of that. But it's your turn. You have 4 targets.
Alright, well. We'll rotate. Step.
Hey,
Do the thing.
Do you think? All right, you do the thing.
All the Great Weapon Master and yada yada yada.
The yeah, ding dong.
The first one's gonna be a 24,
Yeah, that's
and the second one's gonna be a 25.
those both hit. Go and roll damage.
Good. That sucks. 25 for the first one with 10 points of necrotic.
All right. You notice that the necrotic damage does not do as much damage as you expected. They are resistant to necrotic.
And 24 for the second one.
The damage.
Same
Okay.
time.
24 damage.
And it will be 15 to Carly.
Alright, reduced to 7. That was a shit ton of damage.
Is it
Is that
dead?
your
That's
turn?
what I do.
No, it's not dead.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm gonna bite the dude.
You're gonna bite it?
I'm gonna bite the ghost.
25.
Yeah, it hits.
Oh man, 6 points of damage.
6 points. Alright.
Yeah,
Alright. Is that your turn?
that does end my turn.
Awesome. You. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
What'd you get initiative?
19. 28.
That succeeds. You're going to take 16 points of psychic damage.
Got it.
But it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit. 10 right there. The one that Vagus is hitting, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
8 orbs are gonna flow around me. I've pre-rolled them to save some time.
Jesus
I was watching the whole
Christ.
time
I was
too.
wondering what you were doing over there.
The first one's a 24 to hit
It hits.
for 13 points of force damage. Second one's a 15
A 15 just hits.
for 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
Third one's a net 1, misses.
Okay.
Fourth one's a net 20,
Okay, if it hits.
is 21 points of force damage.
Alright.
Fucking.
The next one's a 29 to hit
That hits.
Number 3 is still standing.
for
What actually this damage does not matter. It is dead after this hit.
okay, that it for like 11 or something.
Okay, so it is. It's as you strike it with 4 of those Eldritch Blasts, it just
And it's being pushed against the
Dissipates.
wall with each one. Just-
yeah.
You got the blick.
And it as when it hits the wall, it just
Yep.
dissipates.
Then I'm gonna look at my last 2 that would hit at a 20 to hit.
Okay.
It's a number 2, the one next to Ava,
Number 2. Okay.
for 15 and 7 points of damage.
15 and 7. Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll stand between that one and Ava. And call it good?
I mean, I don't, but whatever. All right.
Why not?
Wait. It's your turn. I need you to
Uh,
make a wisdom saving throw, please, with advantage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
no
that's,
potential out of range of you.
that's like 25.
All right, that succeeds.
Yeah, 25.
All right.
Lay it on
You
there.
take 20 points of psychic damage.
20 points?
Yep. Half of 40.
Golly.
Golly.
That affects my ward. Okay. I'm going to do a 7th level fireball from my staff. I'm going to launch it at number 4.
Okay.
Dex save of 19.
All right. Wow, that was shit on both dice. That's amazing. No,
Nice.
that's a 10.
Fireball.
So how much damage?
37 points of fire damage.
On a firebolt?
Fireball.
A fireball?
That's why there's a dex save. 19.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What number was that for?
4.
I sure hope there's no random bystanders around.
I know. I'm sorry. Never give me that damage one more time.
No, they're not on the map. So we can put them on there.
Damage.
It was 37.
37.
points.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
running different tools today. It's fucking everything up. Okay. Does that your turn?
I'm going to 5, 10. And then I'll bonus action. Stay there. That was my turn.
All right. This brings us up to the Shadow's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, as you begin doing this, you see as these 3 shadows, all in unison, turn and kind of look at each other. And all 3 of them are going to cast a spell.
At the same time?
Yeah, it's their turn.
Counterspell.
Your counterspell?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I have it. I just said I'm pretty sure I did.
I'll counterspell number 2.
Your counterspell 2.
I do.
Alright.
Counterspell.
So you're counterspelling. You're counterspelling.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're counterspelling number 2.
Yeah.
You're counterspelling number.
Not 2.
Which one? It fucking matters.
1, because it's closest to me.
Alright.
Do you
I
have
need.
counterspell?
I wish for a counter spell.
I need both of you to. What level are you casting?
3.
3.
Alright. I need you both to roll.
It's a spell attack, right?
29.
29. Okay. You counter it. You counter it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 fucking counter it.
Yep.
I hate both of you. However, one of these spells still go through. There's no one counter number 4. And suddenly, the room goes dark again.
Mother.
Apollo, you were sitting under a table. You now find yourself in a very similar room that you were running through in the lair of Mickey DeBeppo. The room plunges into darkness as you find yourself in a maze.
Damn. You get mazed.
Oh, that's a thing that's a spell, right?
All of you
Yes.
also lose sight on all of the enemies in this room as the darkness returns, as Crown of Stars have been removed from the battlefield.
Is there no save for maze?
It's an ability
It just
check.
happens.
It just happens. On
It
your
just
turn, you can
happens.
do something about it.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you.
Nice. It's a good spell.
However, 2 of them also just wasted their maze spells. So,
Meteor storm.
In the maze?
It's coming.
In the maze?
Nope. Once I get out.
Oh god.
You cast it?
Yes.
You can have meteors?
Yeah.
alright.
Last turn I got my magical. Well, last turn I got level 9. This turn,
Meteors?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Alright, Ava,
Maybe.
that brings us to you. You cannot see.
I may have taken something else. We'll never know.
Okay. So
I'm gonna have
when I
everyone.
starry form, I shed light. Does that work?
It does not.
Well, give me 1 second to do a little bit of research on what I can do here.
Now they both have 2 guns.
What?
We started pointing at each other, then we both just went, no.
No, I don't want to die.
Do giant snakes have blind sense?
Do they?
I think so.
Trying
If you
to
turn
figure
me
out
into
which
a
of
giant
these-
snake, it'll have blind sense.
Yeah, it has blind sight. Giant constrictor snake. It's got blind sight.
Nice.
Alright, are you gonna turn to a giant snake?
I'm gonna turn into a fucking giant snake.
Amazing. Out of curiosity, can you still cast spells while you're a giant snake?
I can because I'm a level 18 druid, so any somatic and vocal components I can do.
God damn it. So, Ava, you were plunged into darkness and you say, fuck this. So, while this as you turn into this giant snake, you take up more space than you previously did before. You and Wade, you suddenly feel scales pressing up against you.
He is great. He felt scales and
What's
went,
behind me?
As you feel something like
Wait, it's a fish.
slowly moving up against like your backs as Ava now takes up the space behind you.
Hold my initiative.
Telepathically.
Takes
Don't
off
worry,
armor.
guys. It's just me.
We have telepathic bond, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So how far is your blind sense?
Only 10. Only 10.
Only 10? Okay. So you can still see that number 2 at least is still
That guy's right next to
where
me.
it was before. Yep, it's right next to you.
Yeah, he's right next to me. Okay, I'm just trying to. I like literally. Okay, yeah, as an action. So that was my action to do that. Do I have any bonus action stuff I can do?
Bonus action, stare at him.
Bonus action.
I know, right?
Let him know you're there.
Intimidate him. Do it.
Wow, so funny. Grasping Vine is a bonus action.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
great. We're gonna do a little bit of a Grasping
Alright.
Vine. The one that's next to me, I'll kind of basically, it is vocal somatic, VS, whatever, yeah, VS, I can do it.
Okay.
So, there's a snake, and I'm feeling really constrictory, basically. Not that any of you know, she's beautiful pink and purple snake, but essentially on the other side, as she's gearing up, there is going to be a vine that sprites out, and I'll just make a melee attack against the creature that's in front of me. Natural 20.
Let's go. Roll the damage.
Hell yeah.
Big snake
Amazing.
energy. Big snake
So
energy.
it's gonna be
Snake's got a fat cock.
4d8
Yeah, oh my God.
times 2.
Snakes got
Eight of
that.
them.
Snake's got a fat one.
Snakes have like 8 people.
Guys, please.
They're like all get dispersed around their bodies, where they just kind of slither and they can just like.
I don't know if that's
You're
true.
lying.
I don't think that's true.
You can't out autism.
Yeah.
It's
fact
going to
that
be
also-
32
But I'm also
points.
scared to fact
of-
check.
Jesus Christ.
I will not be.
It's
It's going to be
Snake,
32
eight
points of
penises.
What's up,
bludgeoning
snake,
damage.
multiple
And
penis?
Jesus.
if the target is huge or smaller, it has the grappled condition. The escape DC is equal to my spell save DC.
All right.
Sick.
It is grappled.
So it's grappled.
And however, as you do that damage and you start to grapple it, you feel it disappear.
Incorporeal. Damn.
Oh, is it immune to being grappled?
And you no longer sense it.
Oh, it blinks.
Fuck. Maybe nature magic is not very good against shades, but fuck it.
I can
Alright,
tell
that's
you
my
that
turn.
Hitting them did a very good job.
It did. All right. Top of the round, Apollo, you were in a maze.
Slow.
You may make an attempt to escape this maze by traversing it by making an intelligence check.
So it's just her.
You are not near you. You do not get a plus 10 bonus. You're lying
Well, that only goes
specifically.
towards
Check,
saves.
not a save anyway, so I wouldn't get a plus 10 bonus. anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I think
It's like you don't know the fuck.
So you pre-roll with your Gatling gun.
what's your intelligence modifier?
Is it just intelligence?
Yeah, it's just your body because it's intelligence check, not like a.
I wonder what he's gonna do next.
Because it would call for like perception or investigation.
Yeah, but if I'm confused.
You gotta see it,
Can I
bitch.
add proficiency?
Only
It's I think-
whatever your blah, blah, blah. No, it's just whatever your check is. So your intelligence
That
modifier.
doesn't count. I just rolled it.
Yeah, just intelligence modifier.
So whatever your intelligence modifier is.
Yep. Yep.
I'm so tempted to just wish my way out of this.
That's an option.
It
I
only
wish
lasts
I
for
was-
like a minute.
That's a whole battle.
Oh, it's 13 plus.
17.
You run through the maze, unable to find your way out.
I just sit down. I'm not gonna even fucking run. It's the third time this campaign I've been fucking amazed. Once of them was by you. Or someone put me
I
in a
don't have
maze.
maze.
You put me in a maze?
I put you in a maze.
Vegas, it is your turn.
Fucking stupid fuck.
But for divinity.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Are these things undead?
I guess you would know. There is an undead signature from them.
Not only would I know, but my hat glows just a little bit. Just for me. They
Okay.
also take 1d6 damage every round
They do?
Hmm.
Oh, that's
because of the Helm of Brilliance.
Oh god. Okay. I forgot.
I'm so happy you got that hat.
Do you?
Ava, did I have you roll for your save to see?
Oh, the wisdom saving throw.
No.
Give me a wisdom save real quick.
No, let me do it now.
Apollo, you're not
Yeah.
affected by it. Okay. I'm sorry, how much damage do they take every turn?
1d6
Just
every.
because.
Just purely because there's a diamond in the hat.
Okay, give me 2d6 then, just so we get the damage from the last round.
Okay.
28. Wisdom save.
8 total.
Okay. Ava, that was a success. You're gonna take 20 points of psychic damage. This would have been before you cast.
Was it 20 or 22?
You take 20 points of damage, psychic damage.
20. Okay, 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was that damage again, Vex?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what are you doing on your turn? You cannot see them.
So I'm gonna blindly walk in the direction I saw the last one.
All right,
Which
so
is-
move your icon.
Over here. I'm
Okay.
gonna start to go along the wall. Yeah. Exactly. It's like, oh,
Oh, there you go.
Just, oh hey.
I found that guy. That is a 24.
That
Two boxes in the
is
middle of rings, like grabbing their shoulders, just taking turns.
Also a 24.
to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for damage.
Okay. That would be 27 on the first one.
27. Okay. It's like,
Is this one concentrating on a spell?
shush.
And 13 necrotic.
13 necrotic. It's like a strike.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be 24 on the second one.
24. All right. With that, the shade dissipates in front of you,
I got it!
which causes
Yay!
Sitting worked.
The room lights back up.
yeah.
Oh!
I've learned when put into a maze, sit down and wait.
It's the time to go.
Ah.
You need to leave.
The
Help
Minotaur
will
comes
come.
behind him.
Go on, be free, Hazel.
Why do you keep staring at me?
I fucking hate you.
She really does. What did you do to her?
I don't know, man.
Sit there and stares and just barks at you.
She does. That's why I was like, just in the middle of hitting someone, I just heard, like, yeah.
All right.
Do
Give
the
me a
thing.
minute.
Vagus, is that in your turn?
Well,
Oh, actually, you guys can see again.
yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, Modus. Yeah, the stars.
Wow.
Put
25,
one.
30.
Where? Where?
Right here.
Right here?
Yes.
And I just use the rest of my movement and close the distance.
You also see.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
What?
In the doorway right there.
More?
What?
Right
another
there.
one.
Right, another one. Right there. Thank you.
Another one.
I know.
I forgot.
A new enemy appears.
Forgot my little thingy thing. All right. That ends Vax's turn. Where the fuck did my initiative go? Damn it. I love paper. All right.
I
Paper
love
airplane?
watching TikTok through Andrew's phone on the screen.
Will you get off TikTok? You. It is your turn,
What
please.
screen are you watching?
Probably the stream.
The overhead camera. I can see all of it.
Shout out to Caroline for calling that.
Can you get off?
bad.
Can you get off TikTok?
Woo! I was in a maze. What did you want from me?
Not TikTok.
Oh.
Not your TikTok. You. It's your turn.
First one to
please.
hit's a 26.
Okay, yeah, I can fucking see again. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Thanks,
so which
Caroline.
one are you aiming at?
1.
1.
32 for the wisdom save.
That succeeds. You're gonna take
31, sorry.
15 points of psychic damage. Alright, and you're aiming at number 1.
Solo leveling be like.
Alright, first one's a 26 to hit for 8 points of force.
8 points of force.
Second one's 14 to hit,
That is gonna miss.
16 to hit.
That hits.
7 points of force, 26 to hit,
Hits.
9 points, 27. 13 points, 27. 10 points, 21. 10 points.
Jesus God. Alright, number 1 went from okay to no longer okay, but he's still standing.
I reload and end my turn.
Alright.
I put Mendax in defense mode and end my turn.
Plays Mendax.
Wait. It's your turn. Please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. Cool. And I will within 10 feet. How much is your bonus? +5?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. Okay.
Yeah,
21 points of psychic damage.
like 29 or something like that. You said how much?
21.
21?
Can you do something for me? Can you talk to the ops next for me?
Wow, my ward still hasn't even broken yet. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
He's
You know
got his
what?
ward, he's got his temp HP, and
Baby
he's
G
got
and then
his
the 10 max HP. Dude, I am thick as fuck.
Nobody is touching Wade
Yeah.
except for me.
Careful. I'll hold you to it.
I wish
Or-
Wade was naked.
Oh, no, my AC!
I wish he was.
Why not? I'm gonna use the staff again. I'm really liking the staff. I'm gonna use Fireball at 7th level again.
Okay.
DC 19 deck
Oh
save.
my
on
God.
5 and 1.
Okay.
You can open the door and then immediately close it. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck that.
All right. Number 1
1
fails.
and 5, yeah.
5 succeeds.
Okay. So 53 damage each. And then half
One.
whoever succeeded.
Okay. Number
So
1.
1 takes 53, and then 5 takes half of
Okay.
53.
Number 1 is okay. What's half of 53?
26?
Yeah. Or 20. We round up 27.
Sorry, right? Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
All right. It's just
No, 20. Well, yeah, I guess if you round it down.
Round it
Yes.
down.
yeah. Round it up. 27.
27? Sick. Bonus action, first
Alright.
level.
Number 1 is obliterated. It disappears.
This staff is amazing! Bonus action.
I did the work.
I'm having so much fun with this staff. I'm not paying attention to that. Bonus action, healing word on Magus.
Oh, wait, that's Amanda's.
Magus, you get to make a melee, or actually not melee, but just any weapon attack of your choice.
Okay.
And give him a squeeze.
You heal for 3 if you need it.
Alright.
Okay.
We haven't broken that one yet.
It's like this staff is crazy. Magus hit him.
28.
Hits.
Ooh. Ooh. 29 points of damage.
Oh.
And 10 points in the crowd.
So reduced to 5. I'm gonna put them on darkness so they can't see. This will give me advantage in combat.
Alright, there you go. He puts on a crown and they all die.
Basically. Alright. Does it end your turn? Wait.
Yes.
Alright. It's my turn,
Is it?
maybe. Okay. I have
Walk away. I dare you.
I have 3 left, but one of them is missing.
No.
No.
We killed one.
One of them disappeared after the
Oh,
grassy
the one that
field.
number 2 faded away, right? Or
You killed 2. I should
Fade
have
away.
4?
I had 2, 4, and 5 should still be on the map.
Yes.
Yeah, four
Well,
faded away. It was over by
Yeah.
Ava.
Did I fuck up my damage roll?
Wait, no, 4 popped back up over here.
And then
Oh,
he
that
got
was one.
obliterated with a
That was
fireball.
one.
That was one, never mind.
Yeah, that was one.
Because there were
Where?
3 originally.
There's
four.
4 originally. They might have got removed from the field prematurely.
Where'd
Or
that-
whatever.
one.
It was that dice.
Oh yeah, I think I removed the battlefield. You guys lost sight of him.
Yeah.
It
It like blinked out or something.
All right, I'm gonna just pop him over behind you, or
Behind me or actual you?
behind actually you.
Okay. And it's just 3, right?
4.
4.
All right. Something tells me you guys are gonna try to counterspell, but I'm
Gonna try?
gonna try to do a spell. So the first one is going to cast a spell at Vagus.
Does it look familiar?
No, I don't think so. Be surprised to me if it is. So, number 5 is going to cast a spell at Vagus.
Do you pass priority?
I cast my spell.
Oh.
You both have 2 blue
You have
mana
priority
untapped.
first. If you pass priority, then I have priority. Then I can pass it to Vagus.
Oh, I passed priority.
I'm not next to Vagus.
I'll be alright.
Yeah,
Can I get
let's
missed
let
again?
it ride. Let it
Let it
ride.
rip.
Yeah, I passed priority.
Okay, Vagus, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Which you have fucking advantage on. God
I
damn
do
it.
be having advantage on that. Well,
Uh-oh.
18 on the dice.
That's
And,
good.
Probably good.
22.
Fuck it. All right.
We both look. Yeah, Vegas got it. Vegas.
Sorry.
Just
yeah. He's good.
You don't understand. Before, I just wanted to let rip.
I know.
4.
What did you?
4 is also going to cast a spell towards. This time it's going to be Wade.
Towards me?
Yes.
Oh, counterspell.
I'll pass
Counterspell?
priority.
Yeah.
All right, Wade, roll. I have 3 fucking spell casters. Let's see if one of my spells work.
Uh, 19.
Total.
Yeah, for a counterspell. So
Oh,
unless,
for
unless
counterspell.
it's higher than 9th level.
What if I counter Chris? Do you want me to counter Chris?
I would really love you to
I'm gonna
counter.
counter spell.
No, he goes to cast a spell and it
He
just
just
Carolyn just.
fizzles out in his
We all gotta
hand.
get one, Chief.
And I get 6 points back to my ward.
All right, Vagus, the one directly in
Fine.
front of you, is also going to cast a spell at you, which you
I already used
used
mine.
your action and beats on you.
You're fine.
All
That's
right,
priority.
Vagus vanishes.
Maze.
You are thrown into a maze.
Which one's
Which one
doing the
cast
maze?
it?
The
Number
one
2.
right in front of him.
Oh,
He's going to move 5, 10,
Okay.
15, 20.
he's gonna leave. He's gonna fucking leave.
All right, says Vados.
Mm.
All right, that ends my Shadow's turn. Ava, it is your turn. One of them just ran out of the room after making Vagus disappear. There's another one behind you that you can easily reach, and there's another one on the opposite side of the room. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Advantage. It's a lot. Like 30, maybe? 17 plus.
Oh, yeah,
12.
you're good. You're
29?
taking 20 points of psychic damage. That's a success.
Got it. Is the picture that you sent, Andrew, the most updated picture?
Let's take another
So
picture.
I've got a concentration on Grasping Vine. I'm gonna bonus action Grasping Vine, the one that made Vagus disappear.
We have
Um,
no line of
Wait.
sight.
Did it run away?
It did, but
Yeah.
I am a constrictor snake.
all right. So if you wanna, if you move, and you look down the hall where it ran off to, you could see it.
I will do that. I will slither by you and just basically.
Wait, you see this
Try
giant
to
snake
grab.
moving between you and the wall. You turn down as you look down the hallway like the basilisk from Harry Potter. You can see this shadow figure trying to leave.
All right, bitch, get back here. Grasping Vine.
All right, is that a roll to hit thing?
I rolled a hit. Yep.
All right. Roll to hit.
Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna hit. 2 plus 13.
That's 15. You know what? Shield. It's gonna shield it.
Wow.
Can I Cosmic Omen myself as a reaction?
Ooh, check the wording. Would
Ooh.
see why not?
Any
but would-
creature I
Ooh.
see.
As a your creature, you can see.
I mean,
Sure.
I would need to. Whenever a creature you can see within. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that includes you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would need to roll a 5 or a 6. Okay, we'll just try. Nope. I rolled a 2. Okay.
Alright.
Grasping Vine. Just whatever. But there is one next to you still, right? And now next to me,
Correct.
number 4. I will turn around
yes.
and bite it as
Alright.
an action.
Can move Ava back to where she was originally. Then I'll say she reach it. All right, go ahead and roll for your bite attack.
Cool. Just gonna bite. I mean, it's really just, what is it, 10? No, 10 plus 6? Oh, 16 actually.
That's gonna hit.
Nice.
Okay, 'cause I'm. Is this one gonna shield?
No. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Alright. It's not very much as a snake, but whatever. Yeah, very much not a lot. 2 + 1 + 4. 2 + 1 + 7. 7 piercing damage.
Yeah. All right. That's still highly unfortunate for me, but you know, good for you. Good for you. All right.
Alright, that was the end of my turn.
All right. Top of the rounds. Apollo, you are back under the table. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You're such a dick. You're not getting any nice crab next campaign.
Him?
Yes, him.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. For what?
Oh.
What are you trying to do?
No wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Thank you. That's
But
distracting.
you don't have advantage.
Oh.
Okay? Oh yeah, you're good.
Haha.
Oh shit, damage.
18.
That's still gonna fail. However, you're only gonna take 28 points of damage on a fail. That was pretty bad on my roll. It's your turn. What should do?
So can I see this one through the hallway now?
Is it? You only have 30 feet. Yep, there you go. I was saying Ava wouldn't be able to see it. Whatever, I don't care.
I'm gonna shoot a moat at it.
Alright, this is the one that has the shield up. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna shoot a moat at it.
You can.
It's okay.
Why not?
This is just a practice roll. We'll just see what we're looking
What
like.
could have been?
What could've
No, I'm
been?
not gonna do that. What do I get? Plus 12. 23.
I mean, that would have hit.
Oh, okay. I did say I wasn't gonna do that, as in referring to a practice roll, but it's the same roll.
23.
Oh, okay,
So
that
dice
hits.
don't lie.
That's not lie.
So he takes 4d12.
What was this one?
The one that kidnapped Vegas.
4d12? Oh my god.
19, 22,
It's your last roll.
28 points of. I don't even know what.
Force?
Radiant?
Jesus
is it ready?
Christ.
Is it still
I'm sorry.
alive?
Well, I'm sorry, I hated that damage again. I rolled a save and it was abysmal.
28.
20 points of damage.
Yeah.
Still alive. However, for that concentration check, I rolled a 3 and a 1. So no bonuses are
Nice.
going to save that one.
So did he pop in where he got kidnapped from?
Yes.
I'm just.
I told you, wait. And then for my action,
It was a bonus action.
It's great. I love this.
Again.
I love this for me.
Do it again.
nah.
Alright.
Have any of us even taken any damage?
I have.
Nope, just.
Just from the darkness.
Just the
Just
wisdom.
from the
Just from the
darkness.
wisdom.
Yeah, like the passive darkness thing.
I'll
Technically,
just
no.
throw a psychic lance at it.
Alright, roll hit.
I need a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Ooh, intelligence save. I think I got this one actually. Yeah, 30.
Okay. Didn't have to do that, but.
But how often you guys do that to me? I get one. I get one.
Nice.
22, 23, 24, have 12 points of psychic damage.
That's enough. You see as its head seems to explode with the psychic energy and it's
Damn.
dissipated.
Ooh.
Does that end your turn?
I step back so everyone has light.
I can't believe your fucking crown of stars are fucking right now. Vegas, it's your turn. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Up top of your round.
With advantage.
That one was hot.
It's plus
That's
4,
right.
right?
Yeah. So it's gonna be a 22.
17 points of psychic damage on a success.
Okay.
It's crazy. Neither my temp or my health has been touched yet.
Who do you wish to murder?
5.
That guy. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh god.
Uh, 24 for the first one,
Oh
Say
shit.
that, say that.
and 23 for the second one.
Shield in that second one. Wait. Nope, doesn't matter. Both will hit.
No. That would be 27 on the first swing
27? Okay.
with 14 points necrotic,
Half 7.
and that is not great. 23 on the second one
Okay.
with 15 points necrotic.
Usually this swings
These
hit
two
about as hard as my fireball.
Yeah.
That is exactly what you need. How do you want to do this?
I just sprint up and splatter it against the wall. Whatever.
Damn! Coltrane, baby!
Alright, yeah, everyone is removed
Going
from the
down.
field.
You're going so down, you're not gonna know which way is up.
Basically, is that your turn?
Whoa.
Oh, hold on.
Damn. That's pretty far down.
35, 40, 45, 50.
If you put a movement.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright.
I want it to be a problem for everyone in the general vicinity.
You are. Okay, it's
Alright,
your
now
turn.
we
Did
go.
you make a wisdom saving throw?
26.
Alright, well, I still get damage.
Yep.
I get half damage. 11.
Heard, Chef. Well, since it's in melee range, I'm just gonna take one step back, provoking attack of opportunity.
You know what?
And Warcast mace.
Be gone.
You know, maybe.
Are you 5 feet within me, Kobe? Within the constrictor stake, even if you step back?
Yeah.
10 feet.
Oh, wait, no, yeah.
But I'm a giant snake.
Oh, actually no, because yeah, that's a large creature, right?
I'm huge.
Oh, you're a 3x3 then.
Yeah.
Well,
Like from
Yes.
Wendy's.
Oh,
yeah, you're
just
yeah.
because I can reaction help you out if you're within 5 feet of me.
Yes, yeah, he is.
Thank you.
Applebee's bucket.
Oh, I want that Bacardi book. God damn.
Help me, phone, please.
What are you doing,
please.
Pop?
Christ, don't call me Paul.
Side note.
I need you to make a
been
dexterity saving
popping
throw.
off
Is it
on
a
mine.
spell?
It is a spell.
Counter spell.
you bitch.
I made you a bed. Made you a bed.
You won't have it on his next
There's
turn.
a
which
little
doesn't
section for
really
you.
matter, but you know.
I'll be back.
Natural 20. The counter spell.
He goes to cast Disintegrate, just nothing happens.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Almost over the same trick twice, huh?
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, no, no.
Yeah, you see it kept trying to cast a
Oh,
spell,
I
and you're
know
like,
that.
"Oh, no."
Ah, seen this before.
Anyways, the lowest is a 17.
That hits.
So they all hit.
They all hit. Yeah, give me. Wait, is that number 4?
Yeah.
He has 16 points of health.
He dies.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
They just all hit at once, and he just kind of goes,
You do like the
Amazing.
yeah.
I like to think they all just.
yeah, and it disperses in a cloud of shadow. And as you deal with this immediate threat, you can still hear sounds going around you, as it appears as if some of the people that are in this room have either pulled back into the other side passages, or you can find that they're shredded corpses, faces elongated and pale in horror. As one thing that you are noticing, the shadow in this room has not dissipated. It is still.
Oh, they're dying.
Does anyone have dispel magic or anything?
I do. Let me do a dispel magic. What level would I want to do a dispel magic at?
Oh, I mean,
It took
Huh?
over 8 to get rid of it via Crown of Stars, so. It's probably
Alright,
like
I-
the 7th level magic.
I think it's
Yeah, I could try at third. I mean, if you want to take a whack at it.
I'll just do a 7th level dispel magic. Just fuck it. Do it.
All right. As you cast it at 7th level, I believe you're gonna have to roll.
Still gonna roll. Okay.
Yep.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. I'm rolling my
your modifier.
Make an ability check using your spell casting modifier. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do that. And I'm gonna do. I got some rerolls if I need it. Oh, I don't need it. It's 16 plus 5, so 21.
That will dispel it.
Fuck
You
yeah.
feel the energy, this necrotic, strangely psychic energy dissipate. And now the room is wonderfully illuminated with Apollo's crown of stars. And you can all fully see
Maybe I should have done that.
the devastation. You can see the bodies on the floor and the walls that appear to have just been killed by this darkness. And you can still hear some combat continuing in some of the side passages. And after a few moments, you see as Damien comes stumbling out of that passage on my left, closest to them. Yep. Looking bloodied, but okay. As he looks across all of you and is, well, you look all right. Did you get... What happened?
Darkness came in, things from the darkness came. They put me in a little maze, and they put Vagus in a maze, and then we killed them all.
Is everyone else okay?
I-
Anyone else get hurt?
The narrator just described we're seeing corpses.
Anyone else?
Yes, actually, very, very quick.
Can we
I
wish them back?
do have what's it called? Healing Spirit, or is it Aura Vitality, or is it Healing Spirit?
If you wish them back, there's 33% chance you won't cast wish.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and do an Aura Vitality because I've been stocking up on all these what you could call it, healing spells for all of this for a reason. If it's been less than a minute since battle, she's gonna go real. Stop being a snake. An Aura of Vitality, which is essentially at the start of my turn, I can restore 2d6 hit points to creatures within the aura.
Okay.
I
As
guess
you
it's not enough. Is that 10? It's only 10 creatures, but she'll do the best she can.
If there's more than that that are still like within saving range, I can lay on hands
And I'll try and
it's like
spare the
1
die.
point for a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
as you start to run through the halls real quick, finding people, trying to quickly identify who's a corpse and who's not, you're able to save some of the people that were in this room, and even as Damien kind of pulls you into other passages and points out specific people, trying to save them.
I can save up to 35 people.
Up to 35. Between all of your efforts, you are not able to save 35 people. Just between the damage, the other chaos that were happening, even just being caught in the crossfire. But you are able to save all those that could be saved. And
Do I get any souls?
And as fucked as it is, you do get souls. In some instances, even some of those souls are ripped away from you as they return to their bodies.
I guess don't be so greedy.
I'll say, for the sake of your ability, I'm not going to give you any points. And one thing you did notice, the kills that you got from this room also did not generate any souls. So you're currently at 0. For the sake of that.
Bullshit.
Man,
But you see
I
is...
cast it on Apollo.
You cast on Apollo. After a few minutes, the warden steps in and looks around. It appears as if they have found us. And as we're going to that's a quick break, as it is 6:30.
Let's go.
Let's go. Alright, we're going to take a quick 5, and we'll be right back.
BRB.
BRB.
One.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hello!
Hello!
Hi, friends.
Mic check.
Mic check? I'm good.
You never know.
I didn't mute it.
Making sure.
Oh, oh, oh.
What's that, Tyler?
Bite him.
No.
Can you even? Do you even have the capacity to do that? Anyway, hi everyone. So we returned back.
Spin on this.
Do you want to leave? Now that we're back streaming, do you want to be let out? Goodbye.
Y'all are talking about ping pong. I don't want to be here anymore.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
I wish for a ping pong table to be set up in this room.
So
Hell yeah.
as the warden enters a few minutes after Damien and looks around, there are a few corpses littered across this room, but as you look, one thing that you do notice, you have encountered some of Ravania's goons before, and they usually left some sort of inky goo, yeah, ooze. Looking around this room, you do not see any of that ooze.
Oh,
I don't see any ragu here.
wow. I had assumed Ravania did.
Wasn't there like a
Yeah, there's-
guy
Oh, wait.
that was kind of like Vagus before
I don't think that
from a
was.
different plane?
I think we learned his name is Myru.
Is there still fighting
That was
going on?
Chrono.
No, it quickly died down after you took out this main force.
I swear you, man.
I don't know a Chrono. I remember talking to Pixel, and Pixel said his name was Myru.
Oh.
What would my room like with all this?
Would it be possible
Well, they
to
both
try and
share the same.
divine sense to see if there's anything around?
Yeah, as you cast Divine Sense, you immediately get a ping of quite a few supernatural creatures, which would make sense for the company you were in. You do not see anything that would be out of what you'd expect.
Okay.
But as you're starting to have these hypotheses, Damien kind of looks around. I believe what we encountered was this agent that Ravania has sent to try to find us. Appears as if they were finally successful. Did you happen to get a look at them?
Do I remember any details after I fireballed?
You can recall back to this fight. The person was wearing almost looks like leather armor with a mask, having all their features concealed.
Okay, so it is Scout's people. The Scout wears a mask, right? Oh wait, no, that's session 0 knowledge.
I was not able to figure out any defining features.
Yeah, just the masks that we saw on them.
But we can't stay here any longer. We need to find a new place before they attack again.
Do you have a place to go?
Yes, we have multiple strongholds like this, but the fact that they were, I guess they're going to find us eventually.
That also means if that's if that is Ravania's like scout,
Then,
she'll know we're here now.
yeah. Because we've encountered this Scout before. Did those masks look similar? Because we have our vaccine, right?
I don't think we're talking about the same person.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm
Talking
not
about-
sure.
The one that gave us the fake vaccine in
Yeah.
Dendar. I don't think that's this person.
I think
Marie?
it's the Opal.
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
They didn't seem that short though.
This person was taller, humanoid.
Oh, that's right, because there were two. Never mind. Sword and scout.
There's two that
There
are.
were two that other than those.
Yeah.
So this was a different one. Yes. Not one of those original.
okay.
There's two that we don't know yet.
Yes, you're right. Alright, so.
And then the features weren't
But
familiar to any of us,
isn't it-
the mask or anything.
Say again?
The features weren't
But isn't
familiar
this
to any of us.
different?
The mask or anything.
No, they're completely covered, but
Where did they go? Like they weren't one of the ones that we killed, right?
I guess in character art above table.
Like the that masked figure was not here as one of the ones that we fought, right?
Every individual that you saw looked exactly the same.
Got it.
A shadow fool with that kind of mask.
Just the mask didn't look familiar, though, right?
No.
Were there any defining details on the mask, or was it just kind of like a standard?
It looked
Paul
pretty
would
standard.
know.
It looked like you would know.
Yeah.
I've seen
Um,
a lot of masks.
It's more like you haven't seen a mask like that before. It kind of actually looks like, for those who've seen Arcane, the masks the Fireflies wear, those kind of owl-like masks.
Okay.
It looked a bit like that. But other than that, there wasn't anything that really stood out and that seemed to be intentional.
Okay. Have you all had to deal with those creatures commonly?
No, that was a first. I don't know how to deal with anything like this before. Generally, it's been foot soldiers, not this.
Well, I think we should make our way for one of the generals and or one of her.
It seems like scouts nearby. I think I'd be our first target, yeah.
Since
Do you
we've
think we can
seen,
do like a locate or
I was
anything like
saying,
that?
since we've seen at least in like what they look like, maybe we can try and locate creature.
See if they look the same.
Is there any There's no way of seeing like how they got here, right? It's because it all just seems like it came from the shadow. Can I roll an investigation check? Can I look around and like try to examine how they got in, where they came from, and
Because
if anybody got out?
We checked a few times even on the way in if we were being followed too.
Yeah.
You did.
We didn't see anything.
So I don't think we were being followed. I think they already knew where this place was. Is
Yeah.
more likely the scenario, but
Or there's very stealthy.
Can I quickly send?
We were in the 20s for our checks.
I was in a 42 for stealth.
For stealth, not for
Right, but I'm saying
yeah.
Can I send stickers out there, outside?
Yeah,
Back
I'd
where
like
they
the
come from?
tunnels.
Yeah, just to scout around.
Sure.
For an investigation, 27.
Oh fuck.
27. As you look around the space, just using your, let's say mortal, but semi-mortal, demi-mortal eyes, you don't get any sense of any sign of how they were able to follow you. You are very confident that you were not being followed down the tunnel that you were in. But as you look around, the doors that led into this room, like down this passage specifically, are still shut and still locked. You don't get the sense that they've been opened with that high of a roll.
So they didn't need to traverse through the doors. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
I wonder if
'cause
they're just following our divinity. Like they're just following our like.
we were seeing them kind of like phase in and out of walls, whatnot, right? Or were we just seeing them kind of drop back into the shadow?
You saw them like dissipate.
Okay, which would assume that they don't need to go
No
through
one
a
cast
door.
detect magic, right? It was just a spell magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, based off checking, I would assume that they were already here. I don't think we were followed here.
Detect magic.
I don't have it.
the
The
Immediately,
magic's gone. It was dispelled.
Oh, hey, there still might be some stuff.
you cast it.
Yeah.
As you cast it, you immediately pinpoint something in one of the corners of the room up. There is a mote of energy that is just glowing in the upper corner.
Okay.
Give me an Arcana check.
Little
Guidance.
Is it pulsing?
Those fucking arcane eyes.
an
or
arcane
something.
eye.
That's like 27.
Yeah, you recognize this to be an arcane eye.
God damn it. That smells sick.
I telepathically say this information. I don't say it all out loud, by the way.
Look with your arcane eyes. My brand.
I'm going to dispel magic on the arcane eye.
All right, what level?
3rd level.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. 25.
25? Yeah, it dissipates.
Okay, so arcane eye was in there.
Well, now you guys are.
Would you guys be able to tell who it? Not really. Like what
No.
kind
Can
of?
we reverse
If there's like
signal
a flavor
track this
to magic.
Yeah, I think arcane eye. I don't think it's abjuration. Let me double check actually. I think it's fuck, what's the I feel like I just looked at this. Conjuration, maybe? Divination. Yeah.
I guess the thing is, we still don't know how to get in contact to find the scout from here.
But I think there's a certain range to Arcade Eye, so they have to be nearby.
Well, they have to be nearby, but the Central's a big place.
They
don't
can be
know-
through walls.
I'm not familiar with the spell, so I don't know the range on it.
I'm not familiar. I know of it, but I'm not familiar with how it works 100%.
Well, I think debating down here isn't going to do us any good. We might as well get back to the surface.
Sticker see anything?
Stickers looks around. Does not see anything.
I'm agreeing with you, though. They have to be nearby.
I guess I'm just wondering, is it Ravanya or is it just the scout? You
I
know?
think
I think it's just scout.
I think it's just Scout.
But how much information they'll retain before they report back to Ravanya, or if Ravanya doesn't already know, is kind of what I'm thinking next.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Because it might not have already reached Ravanya. It might have already reached Ravanya.
It could be separate from Ravania too.
It could be.
Yeah.
I think we would know
Okay,
if
so-
it reached Ravanya.
I don't think we would.
Right here, locate creature.
I just don't know what to locate.
Locate? I would go based off the mask that we saw.
Yeah, and see if it.
That probably would be our best bet, because we didn't see a face, so we can't.
Yeah.
That's like a locate object?
Locate object on the mask. That's the point of the mask.
Hmm. Let me think. I cast Enlarge on Vagus, and then I continue thinking.
Head hits the ceiling.
I mean, we could I wonder if we can triangulate with Alu, like a locate object, locate creature, and then use Alu's power of like her eyes to fucking rip off whatever non-detection or rip off whatever
Yeah.
concealment they're trying to do. You know, she's the goddess of concealment, so she should be more powerful than
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Scout.
Yeah, I think that's the best attempt we can do right now.
Sure, I can try.
Apollo will take the shape of one of these creatures that we saw, to the best of his ability.
You now look like a humanoid wearing a full concealment suit, basically.
I've got locate creature, but I don't got locate object.
I have locate object, but not locate creature.
Great. So do you want to try to locate the object and I'll try to locate the creature wearing the mask?
What object am I focusing on?
And then maybe
The mask.
The
I
mask
think the
itself.
mask.
Okay.
And then I think we can try and work with Alu if she can boost us
Alright.
and rip through any freaking
Bullshit.
shadows they've got going on.
That too.
Yeah.
Squeeze, squeeze. Locate object. Put it on.
All right. At first,
Locate creature.
nothing happens.
My goodness.
DNS Booba.
No tienes, buba. Es un
No
cupcake.
tienes,
Ah. No es de.
So at first, nothing happens.
Anyway.
Knows Spanish. Enough to conversate at that point in Spanish.
I did 3 years in high school.
Do you remember the kid continue? Sorry, this is.
Soy guapa.
Muy, muy guapo.
Tengo ojos verdes y pelo castaño.
¿Y personalidad? Yo no necesito.
Do you guys want me to continue?
I'm sorry.
It's him at this point.
He said the word and it has to be continued.
No, it really doesn't.
The spell has to be completed. The ritual. Dong.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay. I cast locate object on the mask.
As I was saying, at first nothing happens. You don't get any sort of ping. However, as Alu, upon the request of what you'd like from her, tries to God damn it.
I have to get my get back sometimes, alright?
You are forgiven. You are not.
Yes. Move.
I didn't expect that from you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disappoint you, Caroline.
You disappointed us all in this day.
-5 attitude.
I get molested every day. Goddamn straight.
I'm so happy I'm not on that side of the table anymore.
Chris is coming here
I know
next.
that Chris is next.
We're just gonna touch each other. That's all that's happening.
Let's get fucking
Oh, man.
Hey! So,
Oh.
you cast a spell. It doesn't work until Luke gives you some
Yep.
juice to cut through the whatever enchantments.
What
are
did she give him?
I said give her some juice.
I heard.
Alu, cradle the spell a little bit. Come on, get underneath there.
I heard she gives him something else.
No.
Oh.
Power. Stop it. Stop it. I will end this session right now.
Just fades to black.
And then you can feel that the spell is being overexerted, and it's not a powerful connection. But with Alu's help of her specific divinity, you're able to get a pinpoint roughly on where Scout might have gone. And it takes you outside. Do you leave this area to follow the spell?
We've already done everything we needed to die, right? Like we got agreement. They're down. We just need to like go back and talk to the Fae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you walk through these tunnels, make your way back out to the surface. You emerge back out where the bridge was, and you see at least from this lower vantage point, the ruins of the city. As the spell is extended, you can feel that it is coming from the direction of what will be like the pinnacle of Centrum, the upper section of Key Top, which you were previously informed is where Ravanya is.
Where who is?
Keep that shit
Ravanya.
in. Don't fucking laugh. You keep that shit in. I swear to God, Andrew.
not spit.
You spit on this
Don't be a
goddamn
quitter.
table on the battle mat that you worked so hard to move that boat for. I swear to God. You can
Wait, what
hold
was
that
it?
in.
I didn't even hear.
Hold it.
Ravanya,
I'm gonna say it if you do.
where Scout is where Ravanya is. So we're heading in the direction of where Ravanya is at right now.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're not getting done today.
Should we pivot and go for sword? I don't want to go towards Ravanya.
Yeah, I don't want to go towards Ravanya.
But that means she knows
But she'll-
now
she'll
every.
know.
Well,
What are we gonna do? You just want to go there now? She's gonna know
Well,
whether
if we
go
can
or
intercept before Scout gets to Ravanya.
no, she's already at
He's like-
Ravanya, right?
No, they're in the same area.
No, in the direction.
Same area.
Ah,
Right?
All right, well, fuck it, we ball.
probably should do sword then.
No.
Well,
What?
No, we want to
No,
stop.
she's-
They're not.
she's-
Scout and Ravanya aren't together. They're in the
They're in
same
the same
area,
area.
heading to the
Yeah,
same
I misheard
direction.
as well.
But there's still
I
a,
misheard.
there's a chance we can intercept.
Agreed.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You have an aneurysm? Good.
we're like, what?
All right,
Scout.
to Scout.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
And suddenly our hop-alongs appear.
Find a rock and I die on it.
Well, I still have animal shapes on. Do you guys want to become bats and just fly real quick?
Yeah.
So
Ooh, yeah.
What's the flight speed on a bat?
40?
All right. Well, animal shapes can be anything, so it
Owl.
can be something
I just want
faster.
something that's a little
Okay.
bit quick.
What's the flight speed on a slightly bigger bat?
I think owls have 60 and
the-
they fly by.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, fine. Owl.
Who do we find?
Who?
Ow.
Owl.
All right. So you guys.
Owl.
Dog.
Owl.
Fucked up.
Owls.
All right.
60 feet of flight.
You all turn into a flock of owls, which is interesting.
We all
What
be,
up of an owl.
A couple of us just turn into flying snakes.
Yes, you can.
Oh, flying snakes would be good too.
yeah, I bet they're so common here.
I bet they're more common here than anywhere else. So be fair.
That's true.
I actually think they're pretty common here.
All right. Are you attempting to be stealthy?
Eat those words.
Apollo.
All right.
Stealthy.
I need stealth checks with the stat of the animal for the sake of ease. You may choose owl for your roll.
What's the dex of an owl?
I believe they have advantage.
For stealth?
Well, I was wondering before
think
before
so.
we do that, I can
Not
just
sure.
really quickly Staff of Woodlands
That's fine.
Pass with
Pass
that.
on. Trace.
pass without trace.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, what are we adding to stat, owl
I think it's only like a +2
So-
or +3.
It's +3. It's +3 for
three.
stealth, and then +10 from pass without
So
trace.
+13.
21 with patch without a trace.
Okay.
30.
26 without with pass without a trace.
30
Owls
with
checks out.
pass without a trace.
Owl.
23.
23.
Owl.
Wait.
Oh.
30.
30?
Yeah.
Auga.
Oh.
Roll the 17.
Auga.
You guys are, well, you guys are owls. Makes sense you're flying quiet.
We hold formation.
But even.
Red 1 standing by.
Black Falcon standing by.
As you fly through Centrum and start making your way towards the upper part
Those
of
towers are oddly close together.
Shut the fuck up.
They could be.
Andrew, you can't keep giving me shit for not progressing the plot and then doing shit like this.
They could be twins.
Stop it!
almost.
Stop it!
God damn it.
Mary Kate and Ashley the Tower.
Stop it! As you are flying through Centrum, making your way towards the upper part of the city, you start to see more and more of this devastation and more of the death. As the closer you get to really the center of Centrum is where you stayed. Stop it. The last time that you were here. The familiar golden streets and marketplaces have given way to rubble and destruction. The shop that had all of the souls where you first met the Aaron, right? Aaron? The demon. That demon woman whose phylactery you carried around your bag has been completely destroyed. The entire structure collapsed under all of the structures above
Where do
it.
all the souls go?
You don't know. And as you approach, you can feel a series of barriers. You can feel the energy signatures as you approach. But as you get closer, they seem to dissipate just for you, allowing you entrance into this section of the city.
It's
Oh.
detective.
I don't like that.
Oh no.
A friendly invitation.
Do we keep going?
Yeah. Gates all wide open.
With arms wide open.
Owl.
I guess we keep going. Where's your simulacrum?
On the boat.
Who cares? No, no,
Is this on the boat?
it's on the boat. Yeah, the
As you,
simulacrum's on the boat.
Okay.
I could wish him here if you want. What's that?
Last time I do anything nice for you?
What are you talking about? Dude, there's a war coming up.
as
She's gonna be fighting.
as you approach and get closer, the fighting is less here, as this is the area that is conquered, but the effects are still very much visible. Until, are you guys just straight following the signal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you continue to make your way towards the central tower on this island, you recognize the Tower of the Seven Sisters. To the upper platforms, which once held the seat of power for Yamal. Now, vacant and still scarred from whatever conflict took place here before. And as you approach, you feel your animal form being stripped away from you. And you all don't dangerously fall, but you are all dropped from your form as you land on this platform. You turn to see, as you look around,
That dog in me.
you see Ravanya in the center of this area.
She was scout.
And she appears to be in the middle of various conversations with a series of individuals as you have stepped into the middle of her war council. She's currently speaking to a nearly 9-foot tall demon with large curled horns and massive wings, who nods to whatever statement that she had made, politely bows and steps back.
Meteor
Off to
storm?
one side you can see watching her attentively, waiting for her next order, are 5 individuals, 3 of which are familiar to you. As you recognize, as you recognize Marie, Scoen, and Bartholomew.
Bark, bark, bark,
Bark.
bark,
I still don't want to be a part of this.
bark, bark, bark.
So
And as
we're on the outskirts of this, right?
yes, but you've been forced out of your animal form.
I don't-
And as you're looking, you can see standing on the other side of the room is what you immediately recognize as Scout in solid form, not that misty version that you saw previously. That is just standing on the edge of this room. And as you look upon Ravanya, at first you're a little surprised. She does not look like the person that you have been meeting in these past during these past meetings you've had with her where she was completely human. Her long white hair is currently down and pulled around her shoulders, but she is wearing now completely black leather battle armor. The shoulders have these large pauldrons that are arched up into spikes, and from her head, similar to when she was in her original snake-like form, she has a series of large ebony horns that arch from the top of her head and curl back, giving her this intimidating, demonic appearance. And as she...
While she's talking, can we just turn around right now?
Maybe I misheard again. I didn't know Scout was with Ravanya.
That's what I thought I heard, but y'all
She's
said
in the
no
area.
otherwise.
All we had heard was he was in the same area.
Can we
as Ravanya.
can we try and just dip while she's
Have
still
we
talking?
been noticed?
Because we were gonna pivot to sword if that was the case.
Okay. So you want to just see this from the air and just say nope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I please get an insight check from probably Ava, actually?
Oh.
Okay.
I do not want to go against Veronica right now.
I know, I don't really feel like
So
I'm
this is
ready for this
Ravanya the
conversation at all.
Yeah, that was.
I mean,
Oh, natural
Okay, well,
20
hold on.
plus 11, 31.
Yeah.
So as you're starting to fly, and you kind of, so we'll back up a bit, where you get to that moment of, oh fuck, and you guys can choose to pull back before you're basically dropped in here. And one thing you notice about Ravania's posture and her appearance, she does not appear angry.
Oh.
She does not appear in any sort of emotional state aside from commanding.
she's not mad. She's just disappointed in us.
Probably
I
as
don't-
expected, to be honest.
So-
I don't think she knows we're here yet.
I don't know how much she knows about our machinations other than we've just been meeting with people. Like, you know what I mean? We don't know how much.
Scout might have not
Has
even told me
been.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it so? When you described it, we crossed a barrier and lost animal shapes, right?
I'll pull it back a bit so you guys are still in animal shape but starting to approach. You'll still see the same thing though.
I mean,
Can I?
we're being let in.
Right, we're being let in, but the thing is, we don't want to be seen here. Can we
Yeah.
hear anything?
No, you have to get in closer if you want to hear. So basically, you're at a point where you can enter, or you can pull back and watch from a distance, but you're not going to be able to hear anything.
I mean, I'm just wondering if it's better to get in there and do more damage control before Scout says anything.
Can I want. We need to know if.
I don't want to, though.
We need to know what they know, basically, is what Apollo is thinking.
We need to know
What they know, so that way we
Can
know
Aloo
in regards to
hide?
what.
if we're here or not.
Based on her reaction, I can think we can assume no.
Yeah.
As of right now, that could very much change if
I think
Scout.
it's going to because Scout's already there. We know that.
Can I go to the ground?
Like
And,
right before the barrier.
like right before the barrier.
With the way this tower is set up, no, because it is a circular tower,
Okay.
and the entrance is like in the near the center of it. There's nowhere to basically land without going through whatever field this is.
So is it like tower and a central platform that
Yes.
they're on?
Yes,
Is the central platform at the top?
yes.
Hey.
So you're thinking maybe try and go in there and
I wanna
convince.
But I don't think
Talk.
it. No, I don't want to talk. I just want to hear what they have to say.
I don't think there's anything we gain from
I
that.
don't know. I mean, the only person who could do that is Alu, because she can completely hide herself.
Well, as far as with her, I don't know if she can when she's like right there, you know. And do you really want to risk sending Alu not alone?
I don't. I'm just saying. What are our options?
I think we just dip, go for sword, do it with the Fae and Dai, then come back.
Let Scout tell her that we were meeting with the rebellion.
She's gonna tell her either way.
Alu was completely hidden in that battle, right?
She should have been.
Well, yeah, I guess depends on.
With the darkness, so they may be able to sense what's in the dark. We don't know how that would work, so we can't really
But,
say for
like-
certain.
With the
But she
arcane.
was
Ravanya
using
could
her
never
ability.
see.
Right, Alu was using
Yeah,
her
Ravanya
ability.
could never
during that
see
fight.
Ares.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I agree. Dipping maybe is better. I'm with you guys. She doesn't seem angry. Maybe we need to
Can we
get out of here and
Can we just watch for a few minutes?
Sure, absolutely.
Kind of see body language.
Yeah.
As you circle this tower and just watch, you can see as she is looking to each of these generals, military figures, you start to see like leaders of different factions from this army that she's created. You see at one point she waves her hand, and rising up, seemingly from the stones itself, you can see a table with a series of documents, what looks to be a map of Centrum and the surrounding area. She appears to be discussing her battle plans, her war plans with these top individuals. And you can see she turns and starts giving orders to the 5 undead individuals that seem to be her closest attendants. And after a few minutes, as you're kind of watching, you can see as she finally turns and addresses Scout. And you don't see any movement. One thing that you do notice on Scout, I forgot to mention before, you did not see this with the previous versions, but on this one that you're seeing, they appear to be wearing like an actual like, helmet that comes down across the lower part or the upper part of the face that has almost like a beak look to it, but like a metal helmet that just goes across the top of the head. Which you would have noticed that immediately, as this makes it look very different from the ones that you fought before.
Yeah.
And you can see as some sort of exchange happens between the two of them, and her eyes narrow slightly, she nods, and then turns back to the table.
You said there is 5 undead there, so we know it's Scout, Barty, Marie, Skoen, and then who is the 5th?
Well, you can see the 5, which above table you guys know is Little Hoot,
Okay.
plus Scout.
Okay.
So Scout is not of the little hoop like
Correct.
we thought.
Yeah.
Is there another undead similar to these type there?
No.
That could be sword.
Would imply the sword isn't at this meeting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she listened to what Scout had to say, gave a nod, and then
And that was it. There was no other visible reaction.
I think we just leave it.
I mean, we always fuck
Yeah.
with her plans. I think she probably expects it, to be honest.
Alright. I guess we go.
Yeah, I think we start making our way towards sword.
Yeah.
Because now we're just basically on more of a timer.
Yeah. Okay. Sword.
We know sword is patrolling in like a ship or something, right?
Like the outskirts.
On a creature.
Riding a dragon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let's approach it as owls.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Fuck no. Yeah, we'll dip out as kind of quickly.
It kind of would.
Hello behind.
And we've kind of gathered like roughly where Sword has been patrolling around, right?
You guys were told where roughly they were patrolling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, should we just head straight there?
I think they're gonna be pretty easy to find
Yeah.
With
riding
the,
on a dragon.
dragon.
Yeah. So
Alright.
let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna go make our way towards that area as best we can.
pretty much
Alright.
watch that interaction, say that's
Teleport
fucked.
to go talk to sword.
Hey, be careful. They're cut. Oh.
Yikes. All right.
While you're looking out for them, do be careful. There's like 6 owls just staring at us.
Fuck.
All right. To sword. Careful.
To sword.
There be
So-
dragons.
Does my owl have Crown of Stars still?
That's funny.
I mean, technically, it costs for an hour, right?
Lovely. Continue.
Alright, so
Maybe that's
give
what
me-
Scout told her. It was like, hey, do you remember that endangered species of owls that was in this area? Look, they're back.
They're
and look,
back! It's
they're
great!
adapting. That one glows.
Nature is healing again.
Nature's healing.
Life
look-
finds a way.
Peak COVID times.
They look horrified for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on with them, but they're sitting over there just fucked up.
Yeah.
So no what?
Just fucked up.
Alright.
Ravania has a little checklist. Checks off the box that says nature's making a comeback. All according to plan.
She's actually here.
When did we get stuck in the halfway house?
Oh god.
Halfway
That was a
through the
long
campaign.
time ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Was it really early on?
It was
It was pretty early. Not early, but I feel like it was like the midway point.
We were about halfway there.
Yeah.
Living
Yeah.
on a prayer.
honestly, I think if you quick search the name halfway in YouTube, I think it was
In
the
the-
title of one of the episodes.
Alright,
Oh, okay, thanks.
I think.
so as you begin to fly over the city, making a quick pivot, you were in the area in which you were told that this individual's sword would have been patrolling.
53. So,
What?
yeah, we're
53.
literally like halfway through.
53?
Ha!
Oh,
wow,
halfway
look at
through
me.
the
I'm a
halfway house episode,
genius.
nice. As you begin to make your way out, you were told that they were patrolling around the outskirts of Centrum, preventing anyone from being able to physically leave, as there was already some issues happening with teleportation magic. So having them flying around was making a problem for people to evacuate. As you're trying to think, how can we find this person? It really doesn't take you long. Part of the as you are starting to actually
No.
They find you.
No.
Oh, interesting. That's a power move.
34 on Owl Self.
you already rolled yourself. Hold on a second here. Alright. Not high enough on my side.
Actual 20 on
As you
Owl
are-
Gaming.
As you are starting to fly out, trying to figure out where you can find these individuals, you just hear a rumble. And can I have everyone please make a dexterity saving throw for me using the owl stats?
Oh god, it's mid lane.
+5.
Shyvana's in.
Shyvana-
Shyvana's ulting mid.
Sorry, what are you doing? I'm reading my notes.
Oh, good. Dexterity saving throw.
25.
Dexterity saving throw utilizing the owl stats. 25, you're good.
Because it's +3 for Dex,
Oh,
and then +5
yes,
for
plus
me.
3 for dex. Oh,
Oh shit.
Remember my +5.
26.
27 total.
Okay.
Stay under my wings. young
27.
7. Oh,
Owl.
what you roll, bud?
10. With the +5.
Rolled a
What's
5.
Mythos again?
Oh. So what's up?
8.
Mythos?
With Owl.
Yeah.
Yeah, +3 +5 for me.
8. So plus 8.
13.
Nice.
Which is pretty good against
Alright.
a dragon.
That is a
That's
great question. I
meta.
have to check my own notes. So, really, Apollo, you're the only ones affected by this. As you are, we'll try to figure out
Another
what to do
maze.
next. You just feel
Dinner.
there's something that happens when creatures are flying. They have to rely on wind draft to be able to
We just got
fly.
fucking sucked into the dragon's wind draft.
As a massive shadow passes overhead, you all manage to correct yourself utilizing each other, and Apollo, you feel yourself getting just pushed. There's this terrifying moment where Apollo just loses his wind draft and just falls. You're able to catch yourself and re-steady yourself.
I'm coming home.
It's more of that, it's not like a
Got
deadly
washed out.
a deadly drop, but it's definitely one that makes your stomach jump up a bit, but you're able to quickly catch yourself. As you see this massive beast just come quickly from around one side of the island before passing past you and darting in between some of the rings that are circling directly in front of you.
Do we see
What?
a rider?
Yes. What you see was at one point a dragon. But it has been corrupted and
Oh,
twisted
no.
to a point where it is nearly unrecognizable as a dragon. A black smoke seems to emanate off of it, and part of the structure across the front of the wings that would make the arm bone of the wing, along both ridges of the neck and then up towards the horn, almost seems to have a soft texture, almost as if the entire thing has been coated over with a giant leech. The scale has been turned a black-green necrotic color, completely hiding whatever this might have been before. And as it is flying, there is something almost dripping off of it from the muzzle and the claw, as if it is decomposing inside of its skin, and what is inside is starting to leak out as it moves past you. One thing that strikes you as odd is there is no smell of decay.
Which is goopy.
And what you can see on top of it, there is a large leather saddle that has been crafted to be able to ride this beast, but no sort of steering device. But what you can see is what looks to be a female shape, but wearing a very similar set of armor, completely covered and wearing a metallic helmet, but rather than a bird shape, this one appears more bestial, a little bit wider, almost as if trying to make an artistic interpretation of a dragon. And you can see in one hand she is holding a massive spear that is held out at the ready. And you can see this long, dark brown hair that's kind of flying out behind her as she is flying down on this dragon.
She got shoes on.
I was waiting for it.
And you can
Oh
also,
no!
I was waiting
and you
for
can
it.
also see a
Whose
massive
wife is this?
It was Andrews from campaign 1.
and you can see a
Bitch-ass.
Thank you for that.
and you can see a massive great sword.
The fuck?
A massive
Greatsword,
great sword?
that is currently strapped to her back, which probably is where she got her name.
Shit.
But she apparently
Ay, ay, ay.
neither her nor her mount appear to have noticed you.
Listen, guys, we could probably talk our way through this.
Oh yeah?
Is it
With the
Marika?
dragon that's pouring skin off of it?
Yeah.
It is. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Apollo wouldn't know. There's no hesitation.
there's none.
Alright, guys.
Is that why you're thinking halfway house? Did we learn about her in halfway?
Yeah, well, because actually, Ava, we actually learned a ton of information at the halfway house. Silas had a whole
From-
book, and he had a whole
that's
picture, and he was like,
right.
Marika's missing, and that's Jimmy's wife. He said Hope is missing, and she's a fable, and he said that Gray has also been missing.
That's
And then
Scout?
there's like Barthol. Yeah, that's Scout, right? Like, I mean,
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Caroline. We just watched Colby's face of recognition when he realized.
Holy shit!
That's good.
No!
That's good digging. That's good.
My daughter.
No!
So I've been reading through my notes on the halfway house right now.
Oh, shit.
No!
Now there's a lot more hesitation.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, if Apollo could send a message and be like, "Hey, are you Gray? Why are you betraying your own people?" or something like that.
Well,
Like,
because
you
we
know.
wouldn't recognize anything from we wouldn't recognize
We
anything
wouldn't
from the
know.
picture because they're wearing masks.
Yeah.
They are wearing masks, I guess, but aren't they in the photo wearing armor? Like, I think in the photo, I would
Yeah.
recognize.
They're like, we're full gear.
Some of their
Everybody was in
armor.
Yeah.
Does the
Yeah,
armor
it's a mix
look
of a
familiar to
memoir
us?
and a research journal.
different?
This armor would look different.
Oh, it would look different.
Yeah,
Maybe I
so,
don't
so
know.
we'd have no way of connecting. Okay, well, hey, do you think
I-
that's sword?
I think that might be sword.
I will say
Dragon numbers.
that was a pullback from the notes, a source of reference which you guys
Yeah,
would
yeah,
have known. You give me a history check for a very specific reason.
I don't know what's dangerous. The
Who?
fact that she's just called sword.
You.
And that's the
Slime
attempt, like
boy.
the detail
History?
they had.
Yes.
Okay, not dragon. You know, but,
Yeah.
oh, sword's about. You missed the detail of
Let me
what's
see if I
underneath.
can use anything that has a bonus. Hold
Like
on.
that's the thing you took from
Can I
this?
give you
So
a?
that's like-
Can I give you a? Can I
Yes,
give you a
please.
reroll?
Yes,
a
please.
plus- yeah.
I'll allow
okay.
it.
So it makes me worried. Is that is she more scarier than the dragon to the point where they're like they didn't name her as dragon, they labeled her as sword.
Yeah.
So
I need to
nuts.
rewatch Colby's face when I need to rewatch this
Yeah.
Okay.
just to see
12.
his face.
12.
Oh, well,
I rolled a 12 plus 0. I don't have any bonuses.
you want Cosmic Omen?
Throw me on one. Yeah.
Plus D6.
15.
All right.
All right.
As you watch this woman fly by, this whole situation just strikes you as odd. Hold on. Yeah. 1 second.
What happened?
My headphone died. Let me switch out real quick.
Oh, okay. And I mean, I know that Pixel told me that Gray was her first Wayfarer student. Would it have been recognizable as Wayfarer magic, the disappearing thing?
Sure would. So,
Bitch, I said what I said.
so you,
Mm-hmm.
as you're looking upon this whole scene, and I'll say some of what Caroline is saying will also come out as Ava, this whole situation just strikes you as strange. The fact that you roughly knew who Ravania's allies were, now the fact that you're here, there's these two individuals that have no connection to anything else that you have encountered so far. Basically, because, and also the fact that they both appear to be human or humanoid. They're not like any of the monsters that we hear. So where the fuck do these people come from? And you, as you all are talking about now, or as you're walking about the halfway house, and the things that you were told about Ravania and the work that she was doing with the Wayfarers, the specific individual there who was angered that both Ravania and Scylla both hated so much. That picture comes back to your mind. Another part of that vision you saw with the doors. There is a crime that is still being committed.
Man, these hamsters are fucking running right now.
Is she controlling them? Like, did she steal them away
It's the
and they're being mind controlled, or?
I think it's the emerald scarring still that's affecting them, right?
This doesn't look like emerald scarring, does it? No, this is
the green.
It looks like the same kind of. Do they give off the same presence that like the little hoot people do?
No.
I mean, maybe they were convinced by something Ravania said. It feels like we gotta talk to them as well.
I will convey that it reminds me of the picture we saw in the halfway house with everyone behind the Statorian field and those people that were being targeted.
Yeah.
And that there's a connection with Ravania's crime that's still being committed. My
Ravania's
brain
crime.
doesn't make the connection so good. Think, Mark, think.
The people disappeared and Pixel didn't know that they disappeared. She was freaked out that Gray was missing. Right? It was like,
Is it gray?
If she's still trying, what if Ravania's trying to go for everyone there still? Still targeting
there was
all
a
them?
list. Yeah.
She did have a list.
Maybe that's the crime.
Yeah, the list was like Pixel, Grey Walker, Jibby Strong, John and Mary, Silver Wind, Scarlet, Jacob, Toku.
So maybe the crime that's still
Right.
going on is she's still going after these people. Maybe there is something to be said about trying to communicate with this person. Maybe we can get some answers. We can have Alu try and like put us in like a bubble of like Ravani can't listen
I
in.
would have rather talked to the other one.
Now that I'm seeing the dragon, yeah, maybe.
The one without the dragon.
Maybe
Well,
we
the
should've-
other one was with Ravani, so I don't think we could
Well,
have done that.
we could have done talking. We could have waited and then set up an ambush, maybe. But there's a dragon looking at us, and currently.
All right. Standing around isn't gonna do anything. I'll make contact with the dragon. Don't worry,
Not the
everybody.
dragon, need the sword.
Oh, okay.
The one called sword.
I will attempt.
I will try to tell Alu as
Who's
best
trying
you
to
can,
hail
try
me
and
right
hide what's happening in this area.
I'm trying to match speed with the dragon,
I
so I can cast a message and not use a spell slot.
I mean, who?
Maybe it's better
She
to
is
just-
trying. I will say, what the flight speed of an owl is 60 feet.
Yes.
The flight speed of a dragon is 80.
I'm dashing.
I'm dashing.
We're having a conversation one way or another. Let's just find an island. I'll find an island to land on
I
and drop
can-
my form.
All right, you drop the
God, that was so funny.
I
I can go up to challenge rating. I can go up to challenge rating 4 for us. So
I try to land
Figure
on the
out.
saddle.
say that again.
What are you doing?
I try and land on the saddle.
You're trying to land on the dragon?
I'm
Or
I'm
Or
dashing.
the tail.
Wow, that's a big workout.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just gonna watch this.
Trying to keep pace.
So I
Would
don't.
we rather not?
No, no. I'm following you. I'm
I
following you.
landed on one of the islands. I've already dropped my house.
So turn back. It's gonna take a minute.
We're way ahead. He's like, well.
That's what just happened. I'm like, oh, really? Fucking. Sorry.
Telepathic bond.
Not telepathic bond. Out loud. We're trying to talk to her.
So as you, I don't.
You guys let me
Apollo
come Quetzalcoatl's?
Just
I can
catches
turn
up to the
all
dragon.
of us
Turns
to
around to the dragon.
Quetzalcoatl's.
Wait, you turned them into Quetzalcoatl's?
I can.
Oh, that's gonna be noticeable.
I
They have the
maybe
largest
would.
wingspan of any dinosaur.
Nerd.
Puff up.
80
Oh,
feet
man.
fly speed.
Actually.
All right, dude. Is that what you do? Do you guys turn into Quetzalcoatl's?
So this just got very,
No,
very
no.
much more threatening.
Puff up, puff up. And
Yeah, I
when
don't-
you do that. Puff up.
Can I ask real quick? Is it just flying with like
Just-
in a direction, or is it look like it's battling?
it's, like,
Sorry, are we just like in
circling.
the air and the dragon's just flying around?
It's
It's currently just
patrolling.
flying. It's doing a flight patrol. Yeah.
Oh, a fly patrol.
I could.
We want to land. Do we want to sending to her now that we know that they're like from at least Stiltor? They're not Stiltor. They're Altorians.
Use a. I was trying not to use a spell slot. This is the whole reason.
We're patrolling these islands. If we land on one of these islands, the whole reason that she's here is to stop people from being on these islands. Therefore,
Right.
she'll probably come to the islands.
Right, but how long do we have to wait for her to make her way back around?
She's looking right at us.
Do you have thaumaturgy?
No.
I do.
I do.
Yeah. Tiefling? No.
We
No.
could also
We could
become giant
thaumaturgy.
dragonflies.
I will go to an island where dragons is.
Can you thermaturgy stack? Can I
Hey,
thermaturgy
hey!
I'll allow it.
What do you want me to say?
Oh, I put him on the mic already.
Althamaturg. Okay, double mic.
Sorry.
You
Pull
can't
back, sorry.
separate a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello,
Take the high
dragon, lady, sword. We would like to speak with you on this island. Please do not kill us. We are open to conversation. Thank you.
Over.
Over.
You see
Why am I
her as she like they were starting to bank and starting to turn like out of sight.
Over.
You suddenly see her head turn slightly, and suddenly you see watch as
Here comes the fucking breath weapon.
Right
I know, right?
Right out.
Gonna kill us all.
you watch
What
as
goes over there?
you see as she turns her head And as the dragon starts to arc out of sight, you suddenly see, as it seems to go out of sight, go underneath the structure, and suddenly shoot up. And it's quickly making its way towards you now with a dashed fly speed of 160 feet
Oh,
per.
coming in a little hot there. Well,
Madam, please slow down.
We're with Ravon here?
No,
Frank can
okay.
turn us into giant eagles, and we will have a fly speed of 80.
madam, please halt your approach speed.
She's not. She is coming at you fast.
Please. Does the police do anything for me there?
So she is still continuing. That dragon is coming in straight beeline towards you.
I
one of two things is gonna happen here. We're either gonna talk or we're killing a dragon.
I
160 feet,
fuck. Hold on.
That's how it was going one way or another.
80 feet,
Once they get
40 feet.
within. Okay, I force cage the dragon.
Where?
Is it too big?
I force cage the rider. I don't know.
Probably the whole thing.
I can do 20 by 20 cubed.
I think that.
Mm.
Oh, 20 by 20.
Well,
What kind of dragon
Yeah,
is this?
how big? What kind of dragon? How big is this dragon?
ancient.
So yeah, I don't think that would do 20 by 20.
It will not fit in a 20 by 20 box.
No, but they can get the rider.
Put that
That's
bitch
I
in.
cast us in a
Then we
force
just talk
cage.
to the dragon.
That's really funny.
I put us in a, nothing can pass
Well,
through it.
if you get the rider's stuck, and then we can just fuck up the dragon, then go talk to the rider.
I force cage the rider.
Better idea.
No, could you imagine? We just trap us in a box and we're like, we would like to talk.
Just
Stop. I want to talk.
for an hour, then it lasts. There's clawing at this key.
And then I just cast it again.
It's like the cat's at the window.
The cat's in the cradle of the silver spoon. The little one with the man on the moon.
Why can't I find the force gauge?
An immobile, invisible, cube-shaped prison composed of a magical force springs into existence around an area you choose within range. The prison can be a cage or a solid box as you choose. A prison in the shape of a cage can be up to 20 foot on each side and is made of 1 inch, 1/2 inch. Sorry,
Do you
I
have
started.
Ruby
There's no
Dust?
save.
Yeah, I have.
What did you say?
He's been the only one doing shopping trips, and he's only been buying ruby dust.
I have 5 casts of either this or the other thing that is Ruby Dust that I do. I don't remember.
Wait, is there no save on this?
No, it just
Simulacrum.
happens.
Just in a cage.
But people can teleport out.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can. Because
If a
I did
creature
this
tries
once
to use
before.
teleportation, it must make a charisma saving throw.
I've done this
If you
once
try to use
before, and it was
teleportation.
countered by a Misty Step.
Yep.
Yes.
If they make the charisma save.
Correct.
No,
Do you have
if they
1,000
make
gold
the
worth
charisma.
material? Sure.
No,
I believe you.
I remember.
I
It was
believe you
just funny
do.
the way
I
you said
remember
it.
this. I remember the.
1,500 ruby.
Yeah.
Literally has the
Yeah.
receipt.
So
I'm the only one that buys shit.
as
That's how you
No,
pass
I buy
it.
shit.
It's through one receipt.
as this dragon is flying,
Madam.
80,
Salt.
40,
Stop.
20 feet,
Halt.
and you can
Salt.
see as the dragon is starting to arc up, you start to lose sight of her. You immediately pull the ripcord on this, and you just see
Bonk.
as the
Oh, she's still moving.
so,
It just like turns into a chord again.
it's death.
It's a solid box.
Yeah. So what
There's
you
no-
watch?
it's not
That's what
Okay.
Jimmy says.
It's not
Stop it! You watch.
a cake. It's a box.
It's a solid box.
Stop it! You watch as the dragon, as you cast this spell, just as you lose sight, as the dragon starts to arc up, the dragon flies harmlessly over you. However, as you
She was like, oh, they want to talk.
however, you see
Now it's a cage.
as is it a box or a cage?
Box.
After
don't-
I see the dragon fly over, it's a cage.
Okay, so it was a box.
The
for more
dragon's
opinion.
breath.
As
They
you
function
see,
the same.
as
However,
Okay.
you can see,
now I can see through it.
Okay.
as she
Apollo
is,
just
as
drops to
this
his knees.
rider is currently in the box with one arm in front of her that is now kind of bent at a slightly awkward angle.
So sorry.
She looks like pretty good considering how much damage she should take
She
to be
just
put
went
into a
180 to
box.
0.
However, as her head lifts and she looks in your direction,
I'm so sorry. I thought you were gonna.
you see as the dragon realizes that she's not there, and begins to fly in an arc.
I am more than willing to let you out of this cage. I thought you were going to kill us. I am sorry.
Please give a verbal response and we will let you out.
Can we have a conversation? And I will drop the cage.
Make a persuasion check.
After she says yes. Oh, okay.
Again, I need a verbal confirmation.
I do too.
32.
Oh my god.
You see as she looks at you,
Pretty sure all DCs for you are set at
and
30.
she
30 is my base.
turns her head slightly as she looks at you, and you cannot see her face. You cannot see her eyes.
Uh-huh.
She's completely, the upper part of her face is covered with a mask,
Paul's watching the dragon.
and you can see as this dragon begins to arch towards you in a much more aggressive flight pattern, and you can see as it's starting to turn, something is building up in its neck, and then you see she looks up and looks down at you, and you see as the dragon just flies over you once again, and he is continuing to make large passes over this, but she does not speak. She just looks at you.
Are you able to speak?
Good question.
Maybe telepathic bond.
Give me 10 seconds. Or 10 minutes. I recast telepathic bond. I'll include her into the telepathic bond.
Okay. As you all wait, this dragon is just making lazy circles around all of you.
Worm.
And we're just still owls, right?
I
We're
mean-
in the air. I'm just trying to visualize this.
That'll tap straight
No,
into our
we're
bond.
standing on an island.
We don't.
Oh, we
know
are
if it's
standing on an
worm.
island. Okay.
We know the little hoop was worm.
Can I
Yeah.
detect a divine sense? And do I pick up the worm?
Oh shit.
This does take 10 minutes, so
Yep.
you would be able to get the
As
ping
you
off.
do,
Where?
your
Custom. That's it. It died.
your first wrap up here. Your first adventure, really when the start of the adventure for you and Vagus,
Hey.
was exploring a downed vessel that was covered in these worms and infected the crew, crashed the ship, and that was when you and Vagus saw Ravania for the first time in her maddened state. And you learned the signatures of those worms, which you have not seen in a while. You've seen the emerald scarring, but you've not seen this kind of infection. As soon as you hit that divine sense, you immediately get a ping off of this woman. You also immediately get a ping on the dragon as it passes over you.
Okay, I will stop the cast of telepathic bond.
What?
Good
yeah,
catch.
don't. Yeah.
Good thinking.
Also, don't drop force cage. Teleportation gets around it, right?
If she makes
I
that.
can vortex work around. That way we keep it in worst case we can try and put her back in if we need to.
Does it work going in? I think it's only out.
Well, I mean, if you can teleport out, you should be able to teleport in. Let me read it. When you cast
We
a
need to
spell, any
talk to
creature
her.
that is completely inside the cage is trapped. Creatures only partially within the area, or those too large to fit inside the area, are pushed away from the center. The creature inside the cage can't leave it by non-magical means. If this creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel, it must make the charisma saving throw. On a success, the creature uses the magic to exit the cage. On a failure, the creature can't exit the cage and waste the spell or effect. This also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel. The cage cannot be dispelled by dispelled magic. It lasts for an hour. It says nothing about entering the cage, but based on my assumption, if you can use magic to teleport out, you should be able to use magic to teleport in.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So real quick, how did we get rid of the worm last time? Did we not do? Never did that, right?
Isn't
I
it the
figure that out?
sacred? Don't we have more of the vials? That's
But it
the...
wasn't. It's not the scarring that
No,
was doing it.
it's the worm.
It's the actual worm.
I
We
think
never
I
figured out how to get it out of
Oh.
Wing Leader Gwyneth.
Dissected it?
I can
What
just
did we
use
do?
message. and I can just bing, 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 bing. I don't know if it works the
I
same.
think that's still.
I was able to pull the worms out.
You were able to remove the corruption. I don't know if you were able to pull the
We haven't. I
worm.
don't think we pulled a
We
worm
haven't
out.
pulled a worm out.
I thought I pulled one out of you and also yours.
Corruption.
That was
Oh,
a
that was
corruption from
corruption.
the input scarring.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The worm was the
I
holy
can assume
water thing. Was that-
You are able to hear and understand everything that I'm saying based off your reaction to calling off your dragon. However, either you choose not to or you can't communicate. We unfortunately are not going to allow any other forms of communication that would include telepathy or communicating into each other's minds due to the nature of your affliction.
Are you aware that you are afflicted?
Do you willingly serve Ravanya?
See, the head just kind of keeps tilting. She looks at you.
So, when Guardian told us about when he was
Hold on,
under
she's
Ravanya, he
speaking.
said it
She's
felt...
speaking. Hold on one sec.
Fuck.
She says this in a grovelly whisper for the sake of Mike, so I'm going to speak a little bit normally. I know you.
Huh?
Why are you here?
So she can't communicate.
We need to get that one out before we talk too much.
Additional worms?
Well, Alu is still bubbling like.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you see Alu is still in the owl form, and she's
Yeah.
nearby, but she's staying out of sight.
Yeah.
I don't think the communication can go through. I don't know. Whatever. Before we speak too much on why we're here or how we're here, do you willingly serve Ravanya or Katie?
Yes.
I don't think we talk.
Insight check.
Yeah, I'll insight check it, but
I would say it is. Is that natural 20?
Yeah, it is.
I was just about to say it's impossible.
Is it?
But natural 20!
Is it though?
She is completely covered from head to toe. But
28. Our
with
spy
a
master.
natural fucking 20, because fuck you.
Wow.
A good day.
The way that she is speaking, I'm unable to replicate it just because of the microphones. It does not sound correct. It does not sound like a way that someone would naturally speak.
Just sounds forced. Like a
This does not sound willing.
I have an idea.
Mhm.
I don't know if it'll work.
Okay.
And I'm pushing it, but I have an idea. To get the worm out.
what are you thinking?
So, what if we tell her, I'm going to take you out of the cage magically. We're going to leave the cage there, but I'm going to take you out. You need to let this happen. So she will
Why
let
don't we
it-
put you into the gauge?
I want her to let it happen. Because I'm going to try to vortex work the worm
I don't think
Yeah,
that
with
See
help
it.
of divine sense
I
locating
You
it.
need to be able to see it.
You do. And I'm gonna use yours to
To
help
go
me
inside
out.
her?
To kind of get in there.
No one goes inside of her.
These worms are living creatures, right?
They are.
Would I be able to help him? Like, show him where the other soul is in their body?
The worm wouldn't have a soul.
I'm using a real loose term of C here.
You
To
certainly
To
are.
have yours help me out.
You're very
with-
loose.
With their experience of like doing similar things with the way kind of reaching in for boons and things
What?
like that.
Okay. What you are attempting to do is
It's crazy.
crazy and very, very dangerous.
So crazy that it just might work.
I will allow it, but this is going to have an extremely high DC with extremely major consequences if it does not work.
Let me see what I can figure
In order for you
Yeah,
to
let's.
magically reach in and remove the most physical piece of Ravania that you have seen,
Mhm.
you guys have learned about the Emerald Scarring and how it is a version of basically what this is.
Yeah.
This is going to need, I want to say either an Arcana or a Dexterity check, just for the physical aspect of the extraction. Unless are you gonna try to argue for something else? I will allow it, but just know, a DC for something like this is gonna be 30.
Yeah.
Can I enhance ability, and then I've got a Celestial Omen for you on deck? And a Cosmic Omen on deck?
Do we want to try it? Unless anyone else has any other idea.
We don't know how to
I can also
remove them,
locate
keep
creature,
them
like
alive.
very specifically try to locate the worm.
Because we've seen the worms, yeah.
Uh-huh.
We could attempt to wish.
Wish would probably work, but then you have that issue of it's a
The
30%.
risk of that. I'm not being able to.
Could I awaken the worm?
So the worm talks back.
What does the worm say?
Is this all I'm meant to be?
I say, go for it. Wish allows us some finagling here.
So you think I should try it first?
Well, what I'm
Enhance
saying
ability?
is, both Wade and I have the ability with Wish to basically add
Try
a
and mitigate.
roll.
Hit the undo button.
We can also give you another roll and choose which roll to work,
So
Yeah.
with
and an inspiration.
with Vortex Warp, the spell that I'm thinking of, they have to make a con save for it. It's not me rolling. So how would that work with DC wise? Like,
I see, it's their save.
yeah.
Okay. She's
Oh,
interesting. So,
Because I'm focusing on the worm.
I'm still gonna I'll make you roll an attack roll.
Okay. So
Because otherwise she will roll to resist this,
yeah.
and she's very good at specifically this kind of thing.
So I guess my argument would be for, since I'm trying to target that, using a spell attack roll, because I'm trying to like focus my magic like I would like when targeting a spell.
Okay.
Would I be able
Would
to
you,
do,
oh, you make an attack roll?
Yeah.
would I be able to do the same thing but still on strike?
No. Okay.
Not targeting her.
I'll allow it.
Reduce. Go
But
to
then
midget.
I'm
Yeah.
also going to allow the worm itself to make the con save,
Okay.
which will have it's much lower than Marika's save. So you'll have to see if you can even target the worm to start with,
Yeah.
and then it will roll to see if it can resist. So you need to make a spell attack of 30 to even hit this thing.
So first thing though is because we told her we're gonna take her out of the cage. We're gonna talk. Like I said, we're gonna get you out of the cage. We're gonna leave the cage there. I'm gonna get you out magically.
Well, can I just reshape the cage?
Well, I'm trying to get her to agree to letting a vortex warp happen, because that might ease up a little bit. If she like lets it happen, thinking the save's gonna happen on her.
Mm.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Okay. You see, she looks at you and
I'm going to magically warp you from out in there to over here with us.
I need to make a perception check.
But you need to make that happen. That's my perception.
I'm like listening to all of this, like, ah.
I really should. How do you do this? I'm better at persuasion.
I'm good at both.
This is a deception. You're lying to her.
Well, he's calling a half truth.
Ooh. Ooh.
Got it.
I'll double check if I have anything else. Hold on. How many cosmic omens do you have, Ava?
I got 2 more. So I can use one right now.
Right now I'm at a
You need
12.
it. Yeah. Let's use a
I'm not
cosmic
good at
omen on
lying.
that one. I'm gonna go ahead and add a d6 to that.
You roll it, Caroline. I trust your
Okay.
dice more than mine.
I don't know if you should, but let's see. Oh, I actually have 4 more cosmic omens. I have 2 celestials.
Okay.
Oh, 5.
Okay. 17.
Did you already use guidance?
I did not.
You need
Can
to.
I?
I'll allow it because her passive.
You
insight
should, is what she's saying.
Come on.
You need
come
at
on.
least a 2.
If this don't work, maybe a celestial omen. It's a 1.
Okay.
Maybe a celestial omen would be good.
So you're at 18. All right, reroll, bitch. That's 2 out
It's
of 3
the same.
celestials.
It's also a
Alright.
7.
Do you want me
All
to burn
right.
You
mine,
go.
or-
You
want me
go.
to burn? Okay.
Fucking.
So, so
This is
as-
just for the deception roll.
Yep. So, are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Lying, I need you to take over here.
Because it will just allow to reroll I think just that roll.
You can attempt to reshape reality.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can undo a single event by forcing a reroll of any roll made within the last round, including my last turn. And the reality reshapes itself to accommodate the new result. The first roll
So much for just
to be
deception.
made with
I know.
advantage or disadvantage.
So much work.
Okay, so I can also choose whether to use the reroll or the
Or
original roll,
basically,
and also get it
yes.
with advantage. So I
Okay,
can decide if it has advantage or not. as
Oh,
well.
so you can give me advantage?
Yes, basically.
Oh,
So basically, I have to do the new re-roll this whole thing
Yeah.
with advantage.
the entire roll. Okay. So I guess my question to you: do you want to roll it, or do you want Hoon to roll it?
It's gonna be you.
Okay.
All right.
This is your.
So Wade, what does this look like? As you
I
says
have
this.
never believed in you more than I do at this
I'm
very
swapping
moment,
dice.
So
and I give you inspiration.
Thank you.
I give you a guidance.
so Wade, as you
Where was
see,
that?
you watch
I
as
didn't need to
you
fucking
says
do
this, and you see this woman. You can't see her expression.
You
But
see the
she
dragon.
begins to recoil, and she begins to reach for the weapon. As you can see, as the dragon immediately goes on alert and starts to move into attack pattern. You can see this is about to dissolve really quickly. What does it look like as you cast Wish?
Yeah, essentially, I grab like basically the whole like whatever frame of reality that's in front of me. Like you need to see like the crinkles
Yeah.
that grow into it, and I kind of just like you see it just all just gravitate as everything like fades to black in front of me, and as the light emanates from the hand, I just slowly release it as it just pictures whatever's about to unfold. I just go nope. just
So this is with advantage now?
yeah.
Okay.
With
Suddenly hear me heavy breathing.
Inspiration.
Okay, it's already better.
Maybe catch a little fire still on there.
And then, but I don't re-roll the other set.
You
Right.
can. You can. You can.
Due to the nature of
I'm gonna
I
re-roll
guess that one would be DM.
I'll allow you to either keep the same rolls or re-roll them if you wish. Okay, use the wish on this. I'll allow you choice.
Can I only re-roll one of them?
Yes.
I'll re-roll the guidance.
Okay, you roll that guidance.
The cosmic hormone was a
Same
5,
thing.
right?
Yes, it was. So I am at 22.
And just as you saw
Amazing.
the bad outcome
Yeah.
in real time, you watch as she
It's like Tokyo's
doesn't
do-over.
relax, but she just gives a very slight
Yes.
nod. And you can see she seems to brace herself for some sort of teleportation. She seems very
Yeah.
familiar with teleportation magic.
Round 2. I'm
Motherfucker.
using Vortex Warp with the spell attack. And
see
I don't know if it
hand,
helps
like,
at all,
smoking for
but
some
I will
reason.
do it
See
at
your
a higher
powers
level.
hand
I'll do
start
it
to
at
get
4.
ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
So the spell says you have to target different targets.
Yes.
Because of the unique situation that's happening here, if you're casting it at the higher level, you're casting at 4th level, so that would give you
Yes.
3 targets.
Well, Vortex Warp
It's
is
just greater distance.
it just
Oh, it's just greater distance?
so
Okay.
you're thinking of a different
I
thing.
think it's something else. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
This is just you twist the space around another creature, succeed in a con save, and the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice.
Okay, I'll say it will not change the power then.
Okay.
High level. Okay.
Can also help with this? Seems like this.
How?
I don't know, because I have also.
I don't know, but I just want to help.
No, I do.
No, absolutely.
Like,
how would you do it?
Yeah. Because right now I'm using ping from Divine Sense, and I'm having yours also kind of try and like look in with their knowledge of like souls, and yours has also helped Wade with like reaching.
I've
in for boons
detected
and
the
things.
corruption before. And
You
I've
have.
siphoned that as well.
Do you also have vortex work?
I do have vortex work.
We have a dragon we have to do this too as well.
I also have vortex warp.
If
We could all vortex warp together.
I would say
Not I. Said the
Wait.
bard.
So the lizard.
unique situation because you also have, you said experience extracting. If you also spend a second level spell to assist, I will give you advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, whatever spell he's
All right.
casting it at, I'll.
Guidance.
Okay. As you are still holding on to a
Guidance.
literal handful of reality.
Yeah. You please do a
You-
good fucking job.
I'm trying. Guidance.
What did you say he needed? He needed a 30.
30.
I didn't use my bardic inspiration
not.
yet.
So you said just mark off the same level that
So
he's
with
Yeah,
down?
level
advantage,
You said level 2?
I did level 4.
Four.
Okay. So first one's 14 on the die. And it's a 5.
It's 14.
So 14, right? So plus how much is bardic?
D12.
Roll it for me. This is yours. Okay. So I'm at that's at it was 14. So it's at 19. No, 18. And then I'm at guidance. Fucking 1 again.
Oh my god.
That's 19, but spell attack is 11, puts me at 30.
Yay! Oh my god.
Okay. So the last roll will be
It took a while, but we got there.
Well, we're not done yet.
what's your
Do
spell?
you need it to be higher? I can make it higher.
No. What's your spell save?
19.
Mine's
This is
also
a con
19.
save.
That's a con save.
If I'm also doing it, does it?
Nope.
No. I was trying to finagle.
What's the worm's con?
1 plus 1.
You're good. There's
Cosmic
literally.
Omen. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay.
As she prepares for the teleportation circle, or this teleportation you're about to do, you instead reach into the depths of her mind and grab something that has become enrooted and a part of herself at this point,
Just rip out her brain stem.
and you rip it out.
Bagus, get ready.
And you all watch as you had given you no indication what he was about to do. As he drops what looks to be a leech about this long
Oh.
that
That's huge.
seems to that currently lays like is suspended in your hand. And as it falls to the ground, you
Bagus?
hear it begin to wriggle and writhe as you bring the axe down, and it disperses in a familiar black inky goo, a small puddle on the ground. And as this happens, you see the woman in the cage begins to scream and wail and claw at her head as she begins to seem to grab the back of her helmet and is just clawing at this metal, smashing her head against the side, and she's just going apeshit inside of this cage, trying to claw at her skull.
Calm emotions.
Hey, calm down.
Rips at her fucking.
She's currently doing this.
Typical woman, just overreacting in there.
Oh my god. Can we get some help in there?
Healing word. I have
Yeah,
nothing that can
I don't know
help.
what to.
Can I?
Greater resto.
If we can bring her to us at least, maybe?
Yeah, greater resto. What a greater resto.
I open a
it.
small hole in the cage.
All right, you get her out of the cage. She's still suspended in the sky.
Maybe Ava should enter the
I
cage.
go in. I go in,
I'll
and
go
I
up
try
with
to
her.
do a greater restoration. I do the same thing I did with Guardian. So when we did the little when we were
Yeah.
fighting Guardian right before, I grabbed the diamond dust. I, put my hands together like I'm about to be like an EMT delivering like those electric shocks,
Yep.
and I just and try and greater resto her.
She's not in any position to resist. And as you reach through, I'm guessing the bars of the force cage and kind of put your hands on her as
Close
she
the
is
cage.
thrashing around, and you cast. She freezes for a second, and she just drops to her knees in front of you as if she's trying to find you in the darkness, and you just hear her go, "Get it off! Get this off me!"
Get the helmet. get
The
helmet.
armor?
I will.
The helmet?
Can I
The helmet?
grab the helmet?
Yeah, you're sure
Can I-
just grab it.
Does it come off?
As you pull it off, you can see that there is something that's covering the leather armor that she's wearing goes up to her face. And as you pull it back, there is this.
Ooh. Sign.
There's a suction sound, and you can see that inside of the helmet, there are these small barbs that have embedded the plate into her skull. And as you pull it off, there is a bit of blood, but she immediately grabs her masks and pulls it down and just begins to pant and catch her breath. And she looks around wildly. And she goes, "Who are you? Where am I?"
We're the Starlight Battalion. You're okay. You're okay. We're here.
She immediately loses focus of you and looks up to the massive creature that is starting to arc back towards you. And she goes, "Oh God, it's Jari." And at this point, you hear a massive scream of rage that emanates across Centrum. It is deep-seated.
I
It
think
is wrathful.
she knows we're here now.
Yeah.
It is a reckoning. And that's where we'll end this week's session.
No! Oopsies!
I mean, round 2 with the dragon.
So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for this session. I've been sitting on that for so fucking long.
Jesus.
We will be
I knew it.
hopefully back next Sunday, but if not, we'll see you the Sunday after. We'll keep you all posted. But thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you next time. As the Nexus campaign goes around trying to
Bye.
Bye.
Huh?
That's your wife.
Bye.